clean now. This lens is clean. Hi, everybody. Hi, Dr. Nick. It's time for a Captain Foley Live because why the F not? That's why. That's a good reason, right, dogs? Yeah, they agree. All right, let's see who shows up. If in anybody. Well, there's one like with no people, no viewers, but one like. That's always weird. Oh, there we go. 2 likes with 1 viewer. Okay. Weird. Because Tyler makes Packlids cry. Oh, Fleet Paw. Jessica Butler is here. Hello. Chase A. Williams. First like of the day. Howdy, Captain Foley, says Mazarus. Hi, guys. How's it going? Yeah, I have some... I'll tell you about that in a minute. It was a busy day today with doing things for you fine people out there. I was going to say you gentlemen, but Jessica's here, and, you know, even though our demographic is like 92% males, for you fine folk, I've done things today. So we'll get into that in just a second. Let me open this up here. The YouTubes, don't you know? Holy shit. All right. Chase Williams has joined the channel at the rank of Admiral. Admiral. That's great. That's another ship we have to add to the fleet now. So I got to notify Brett. Speaking of, Tyler, can you go to the Bridge Crew chat on Discord and tell Brett that there's another Admiral now? So might want to get on that. Morning, Cap. You see the rumors about the Titan Tech Manual? Hope Dave Blass shows us where the brewery is. Yeah, I've kind of seen rumors about that. But, yeah, and I'm totally down for this. Tech Manuals all the way. All right. Thank you, Fleet Pop. Let's see. Olivia says, wait, so I don't count as female? You do, but you didn't know you were here. And like I said, 92% of our audience, according to the analytics, are male. So, Delilah, been a minute to use the vernacular of the century, Captain. It has been a minute. Good to see you. Holy shit, Admiral. Awesomeness. Hoping for a Sovereign or a Connie refit. Well, since you're an Admiral, you get assigned either a hero ship or a starbase or space station of some sort. So we will see how that goes for you. What you get from Toys R Us. Y'all are snoopy, man. You'll have to wait and see. You'll have to wait till the video comes out. That's one of the things I wanted to tell you guys that I did today. I went out to Toys R Us, the one near my house. It's about a 5-minute drive from my place. And actually was going for a dentist appointment. And then afterwards thought I'd, go to Toys R Us. And did a video for you guys, because you guys love the Toys R Us videos. And I picked something up for myself. So there you go. Not very much. I could have spent a lot more, and I restrained myself, so that's good. But yeah. So that's one of the things I did, and I also completed another video, which you guys will be seeing this Wednesday. The Toys R Us video. I'm not sure when you're gonna get that one. Sorry, I'm getting close to the camera. It's really uncomfortable for you, isn't it? That's okay. So I don't know when that's coming about, but anyhow. Smart Smears, you need to check how many of the people in your command crew are changelings. It's probably weird how many people on your ship are at captain's rank. Hey, it's fine. It's fine. Olivia throws it or gifts 5 Trekyards memberships, so thank you so much. So Strider, Mark, Clapham, Snonsig, and Jason Cates, as well as Colonel Wes, are all now members of the channel at the rank of Ensign. So Fleetpaw, go tell Brett on the, on the channel that we also got 5 new ensigns as a result of gifting memberships. Uh, Good to know there is a Toys R Us near you. There's two. We have two in London. One's about 5 to 10 minutes from me. The other one is on the other side of the city, so it's about 25 minutes away. So that's pretty great. Delilah says, I envy you, Captain, because the Toys R Us around me closed 3 years ago. Fleetpaw said, I thought they went the way of the dodo. Not in Canada, my friend. Toys R Us never went anywhere in Canada. And Fleetpaw, it's funny because when I went there today, they have the goddamn Playmates Star Trek figures. They have the same ones, but different packaging. So if you when you watch the video, you'll see that the packaging is completely different from the ones that you got me. But it took for a while for them to get here. But it looks like Toys R Us just got restocked because the shelves were full. So it was a great day to go in and do some video for you guys. So you will see that very soon. I don't want to release two necessarily tomorrow. Tomorrow is my review of the reaction, the Super 7 reaction figures of the elementary Dear Data figures. There's 4 of them. Data as Holmes, LaForge as Watson, Picard in his Victorian garb with his hat and his cane, and also Mr. Worf in his Victorian garb. So tomorrow is the release of that video. I'll see about the Toys R Us video. It might be next Wednesday. We'll have to see. In Europe, we never had one, yeah. Do I have a badge? Testing. You do, Sean. Incoming transmission. Conduct personal review to detect changeling. Yes, by all means, ask me questions that only I would know if you want to know that if I'm a changeling or not. I wish we still had a lone Toys R Us in the States. Lots of memories of being a kid and spending time at both KB and Toys R Us. Yes. Even 2. Yeah, we got 2 in our city, man. Olivia gifted another Trekyards membership because she's feeling very generous tonight. Paul was gifted a membership by Olivia as well. Mike Schrost, can I get a Jaffa Cree for the new Stargate they're hoping to make? Sure. Delilah, I would be an ensign, just difficult with being homeless, but soon I'll have a place. That is awesome to hear, that you're going to have a place soon. So that's good. Toys R Us denoted so many eras of my childhood. Early video games in the 80s, Transformers in the mid-80s, RC cars in the late 80s. Yeah, well, hopefully you guys enjoy the videos. So, Olivia throws in $5. Fleetpaw, tell him there's another ensign. Hashtag ordering around the lower decks. Lower decker. He's not on your ship anymore. So, I don't know if you noticed, but you did get the different ship, and then you got reassigned back to your original ship because the captains never should have switched ships. So, if you were a captain and you saw that your ship had changed, check again. Your ship is back to what it used to be. You're back on the USS Indianapolis, Olivia. But Fleetpaw is no longer a member of your crew because shuffling the rest of the crews around, yeah. So, you can't boss him around anymore. So, Starfleet is compromised. General Order 762 Alpha is in effect. Stand by for orders. Admiral C.A. Williams. Hashtag we want Stargate. Yes, Adam. Captain Casey Stewart has been a member for 6 months at the rank of ensign. Says, Captain, did you hear that Shaw told 7 blow turbo lift? Captain, did you hear that Shaw told 7 blow turbo lift? No, I don't know what you mean exactly. Sounds dirty, but... hey, Trekyards. I sobered up watching this channel. Thanks. You sobered up watching this channel? I mean, you said thanks. That's probably a good thing. Awesome. Usually we're so boring we put people to sleep, but that's good. Glad to hear. Shanti, thanks. Olivia Julius, I finally figured out how to join the channel. All I had to do was log on my PC. Told you. Mike says, "What? Hey, Cap, what's your favorite Stargate SG-1 ship?" really like the, what's the fighter they make? The Earth Fighter. Like that one. Can't remember the name of it, though. Trekyards. When Captain Decker was in Lower Decker, must have been giggles. Yeah. Fleetpaw, $5. Olivia may have a higher rank, but my security clearance is higher. Just saying, I know things and research things. Hashtag higher clearance. He does. Absolutely. He's deep in the trenches with us on the main Discord channel. He's also in Section 31, which is our, well, sadly, I don't know why we named it that. Anyway, that is our our top tier moderators over on the YouTube and, or not on YouTube, on Facebook groups. So yeah, he's in there. Yeah, I remember that. He did tell her to blow the lift. That was weird. I don't remember that. Do you think the X-Wing can defeat a runabout? No, I don't. The X303, I think it is. Yeah. F302 is everyone's saying. I thought it was the X303, but sure, that one. Good evening, Captain. How are you and your family doing? And how are the pugs doing? Everybody's doing well. The pugs, the Chihuahua, the family, everybody. When Shaw was captured, he told Seven to blow the turbo lift last episode. Okay, I think that means blow the turbo lift so they couldn't get to the bridge. But it wouldn't matter anyway because changelings came pouring out of the briefing room. I think this week Picard will be a bottle show. No more ship posting. I don't think it'll be a bottle show this week, no. Donnie, me beaming in from another stream. Virtual TrekCon main viewer. Nice. Well, Donnie, you're going to be happy to know I saw a lot of Power Rangers stuff today when I went to Toys R Us. And I thought of you. I mentioned you. I'm like, Donnie, here's some stuff for you. Twice in the video, Donnie. You're called out in the video for liking Power Rangers. So that'll be the Toys R Us video. I don't know when it's being released. Probably not this week. I kind of want to release it this week because it's done. But at the same time, I need a release for next Wednesday. Speaking of, this Saturday I might do a live build of my Bandai Enterprise E, which is basically a snap together kit. It is it's also lit as well, so I might do a live where I'm streaming live, building it. You guys can chat with me. Unfortunately, when I'm building something or doing something, I'll only be able to read super chats because I can't really focus on the chat the entire time. But that's something I'm probably doing Saturday, if time allows. So if anybody's interested in seeing that, let me know. If you're up for a build, a model build where you can see what I'm doing or whatever, I think that might be fun. I don't know how long it'll be, but it could be quite interesting and quite long. So speaking of quite long, we have 60 people here, which is a long line of people, but the likes are not matching up. We only have 22 likes. So hit that like button, guys. Try to get to at least 50. We'd really appreciate it. Question why Picard asked the Borg for help. The Guardians at the gate. Why didn't Picard ask for the Borg? Ooh, I don't know. It's a good question. Olivia throws in $5. Didn't want Fleetpaw anyways. All he did was eat chips and get the helm all greasy. The Alpha crew ended up ramming the Da Vinci because out of the mess. Oh, wow. There you go. God, you put in the transfer orders to get them off your ship. I see how it is. Chase says, Cap, how do new members get the Discord channel? It is in the information. If you get a, I don't know how it works when you join because I've never joined our own channel. The Discord server link is there. You just go and you join. So I don't know what to tell you. Maybe Fleetpaw can help you a little bit better with that. Fleetpaw knows. I don't know. X302 hyperspace, yes. So since the Defiant is now at the Fleet Museum, what ship is now at DS9? What are your thoughts? That's a very good question. I have no idea. It could be anything. Could be nothing. Could be like in Lower Decks where they go to DS9 and it's pretty much just a Bajoran contingent there. very few Starfleet. Could be that there's no Starfleet ship there. FleetPod is going to post the link. FleetPod, I don't think you should post the link. Because not everybody should be able to join it. It's just for the members. And there he posted it. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Olivia gifted 1 membership. So Mike Charest, you are now a member of the channel as well. Another ensign to join the ranks. The Stargate fighter was the XO2, I think. Terrence Childs, I saw a podcast about the Stargate railgun. That was excellent. Sean O'Sullivan, I enjoyed your sword collection, but next time you need to show the one signed by Randy Jackson. Okay, Randy Jackson's a singer as far as I know, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Sean. And that's not my sword collection. That was just a few of them, my Highlander swords. I got a lot more. That is not by no means my sword collection. And if you think that, I'm sorry, man. That's so sad. Because, yeah. Nice. Thank you for the gift. For the gifted membership. Jason V-Neck is saying, hey, Jason, how's it going? In the new trailer, I thought Vadak was about to say her iconic line from Pulp Fiction. Have you watched Todd Stashwick on the 4-hour live of podcast? I have not, no. Hard to believe that it's just 40 years away from First Contact, right? That's tomorrow, First Contact Day. How hard is it to build one of those Bandai lit snap models? It's not hard, it's fiddly sometimes. I remember the refit. I built 2 of the Bandai refits, and getting the fit issue, like there were some fit issues. It didn't quite go together the way it should. It was a little bit difficult and finicky, and I did have to glue 1 or 2 things, even though it says no glue required. Some of them I did have to glue. The NX01, I believe, was a much easier build when I built that one. After the build, so I'll do the live build on the Trekyards channel. Then after it's built, I'm going to do a review of the model and the finished model on the Captain Foley personal channel. That'll be an edited review. And then like the following week, I will do a comparison video between the Bandai Enterprise E, the Bandai 1701 refit, and the NX01 as well. I'll do a review and a comparison of all of them. I don't have the Voyager Bandai yet. I mean, maybe eventually I'll get that, but yeah, so that's what to look forward to for that. So Olivia gifted another membership. Adam Van Gessen joined the channel to rank of ensign. Sean says every time you don't hit that like button, Kurtzman dreams up another Discoverse spinoff. Yes, that's true. Delilah says, please, fingers crossed, I think, for the live stream. Chase says they'd be interested in one as well. Mike says, although I would totally eat chips and get the console greasy. Casey Stewart, USS Centaur reporting for duty. All hands hit like. That's an order. Casey Stewart, there you go. Terrence Childs, there could be a Galaxy-class starship. Their name Dominion. Ooh, that'd be great. Jeff Sturm, member for 18 months at the rank of ensign. I'm going to be assigned to Starbase 80. It could be. We've been throwing around the idea of adding Starbase 80 so that people that get assigned to it don't necessarily want to be there. So they won't boycott. They will. What's the word I'm looking for? They will try to request more people join at the rank of captain so we can get more ships, and therefore they can get shuffled off. Plus, we're going to do fleet assignment lives where you guys can choose which ships you want to be on, and we'll shuffle people around accordingly. That's something we're going to play with at some point when we don't have new Trek on, have to worry about that. That's something we need to kind of focus on specifically. So yeah, there's that. But we've thought about it. We've thought about putting Starbase 80 in. Mazarus, what do you think of the odds are that the villain that's been talking to Captain Vadak is revealed as Sela? I'm trying to think who's left. That could be the Hexagram with Picard. I don't think it's Sela. That's the first time I've heard that. interesting. I don't think it's the case. A lot of people have said Goldicott as a Paw Wraith, and I like that. I think that would be fantastic if done well. Other than that, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Mark Lawrence, I'd happily take you, Jeff. I have Earth Space stock. Yes, Mark Lawrence is the man. Brett Barrow, the Discord is open for anyone who wants to join, but members get access to more channels. See, Brett is overriding me. I'm the captain. He's the quartermaster. So there you go. Fleetpaw, if you want to share the Discord link, go ahead. I thought it was only for members of the channel, but apparently I'm wrong. You know, I don't make all the decisions. I'm just out there enforcing them. So the higher ups, like Brett, he gets to decide. Sean O'Sullivan, guess you never saw Step Brothers. There's a joke about John C. Reilly meeting Randy Jackson and only having a sword to sign. No. Terrence Childs, you have a Highlander sword. Let's see it. Go get it. I got to see it. Doesn't have that white eagle head. First of all, it's not an eagle head. It's a dragon head. And no, I'm not going to get it. They're back here. There's two of them. There's the Highlander the series and Highlander the movies. Highlander the movie one is signed by Christopher Lambert. But you don't need me to go get it, because you know why? There's a whole video about it on the Captain Foley personal channel, which I'm sure Fleetpaw is looking up right now. It was released last week, that video. So he's going to get the link. He's going to put the link in the chat. You can open it in a new tab and go watch it after this live. So you can watch a whole video dedicated to it, not just a little brief appearance on a live, but it is back here. There's this one here is the one from the series with Duncan MacLeod. And this one here is Connor MacLeod's from the movies. So. Have you seen the Netflix series Shadow and Bone? It's really good. I have not, no. Mike says, I got to go in about 15 minutes to make a call. I'll be back after my call. Okay, well, hopefully we'll still be here. Fleetpaw just shared the link as well. So open it in a new tab and watch it later. Olivia gifted another Trekyards membership to Delilah C. Johnson. Delilah, now you can be a member of one of the ships. You'll be an ensign serving aboard one of our ships in our fleet. So no longer homeless. You have been adopted by the Trekyards family. You're serving on a vessel. I hope that helps. Mazarus throws in $5 with no comment, but thank you so much, Mazarus. Colin Barrett, what do you think the chances are that Star Trek Legacy will get made? I don't know, nor do I care. Odds are probably 50-50 right now. So once it's confirmed, then I'll talk about it. Terrence Childs, that sword behind you on the shelf looks like something from Lord of the Rings. Is it? This one? No, this is a Crusader sword. This is a single-handed Crusader broadsword. It is not Lord of the Rings. So no. Jeff Sturm, how do I change my channel name so it is no longer says Lieutenant Commander? I have no idea. I don't know how you did that in the first place. Adam Van Gessen, seeing Terrence mention Highlander just makes me dream of a reboot with Henry Cavill. I talk about that a little bit in that video. Tycho Yard is here. Mr. Bill Krause himself with a drink. Cheers, my friend. Cheers to you. Thank you for joining us. Mark Lawrence gifted 5 Trekyards memberships. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Trekyards memberships. So Joseph Barbato, Rust Knuckle Iron Gut, Fabian Oyak, David Hanks, and Newtopia Labs, all welcome to the channel at the rank of ensign. Whew. Good. Thank God we're getting more ensigns and lieutenants and commanders, because we had way too many captains and the ships were having like skeleton crews aboard. Now we're bolstering those numbers, getting those crews in there. So thank you. Jeff Sturm, do you have it from your settings, I think? Oh, yes. Mark says I need more crew. Yes, all the ships need more crew, Mark. Captain of NX-06 Endeavor reporting in. Hello, Andy Clinton. Druitt, just asking, do you have a bat left in your sword collection? I do. I do indeed have a bat'leth. It's in the other room. It's in the ready room. Captain Casey Stewart, have you heard anything from the neighbor Bright Star Line from a few lives ago? Not seen him in the chat lately. I have not, no. Sean O'Sullivan, how can you have two Highlander swords? Surely there can be only one. If you watch the series, it negates that, because there can be only one Connor McLeod sword. This is correct. But, yeah. Trekyards, welcome to the Starbase 80, where it's always morning in the Federation, even in the afternoon. Our special today is mesquite grilled kelpian. Oh my God, that's awful. Fleet Commander, or sorry, Fleet Pause, like, I'm just that good. Yeah, he's very good at finding links for me. Sean O'Sullivan, or actually, finding links for you guys, not for me. Anyway, Sean O'Sullivan says, I love that scene in Highlander where the Scottish Connery playing a Spaniard asks the Belgian Lambert playing a jock what is haggis, with no attempts to do correct accents. Good time. Who cares? It's fucking great. Who cares? And he's not playing a Spaniard. He's playing a Egyptian, if I recall correctly. No, he was a Spaniard. Where does Egypt come into it? Don't recall. Anyway. Sorry, Captain. I didn't mean to be bossy. Also, I'm getting ready to update the fleet video after this live is over. Thank you, Brett. And no, it's not. It's fine. I didn't think I thought Discord was exclusively for members, but guess not. I just hope the members have access to certain rooms that not everybody would. That would make more sense, right? You set it up. I don't know. Don't ask me. I just work here. Olivia throws in $2. Hashtag memberships for all. Yes. Daniel says, hi, Captain Foley. Tomorrow is April 5th, 2023, and it will be a Star Trek First Contact Day. Star Trek Day or First Contact Day. I hear they will announce something big tomorrow. I was watching a video from SciTrek, and he said it will be... Okay, I have not heard anything about any big announcements. I would hope there would be something, because it is Star Trek Day. We will see. Well, we shall see. We'll probably do a live on it if there's a big announcement, for sure. But I don't know. They've already released the Starfleet Academy show news, but that's not big. Nobody gives a shit. So, moving on from that. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to... Maybe another Kelvin film? I don't know. Section 31 miniseries, no. Sean O'Sullivan, we need a few less ensigns and a few more privates. Way back in my day, it was private as far as the eye could see. And boy, what a sight. That's disgusting. Lieutenant Raymond Anders, how's it going, sir? Hey, Captain, I found a new box of Starfleet Battles at Flea Market for $20 in Rogers, Arkansas. Do you need it? Yes. A new box of Starfleet Battles? Yes. All I have is the Starfleet Battles manual, the book. That's it. I don't have any of the... Yes. For the love of God, yes. Please. Raymond, you should keep it, though, because it's yours. But if you want to send it to me and you feel compelled to do so, I will not stop you, sir. I will accept it, and I will do a goddamn video on it, because Starfleet Battles needs to be talked about more. Jason Medak, thanks for this super chat. Olivia gifted another Trekyards membership. Trekyards, Trekyards again has been gifted a membership. Trekyards is a cheap bastard who doesn't want to be part of the fleet, but he keeps getting assigned like gifted memberships. Mike says, just like to put it out there, I think the Discovery would have been better if it had prime timeline phasers and interiors. Then it might actually work. Agreed. Hypno Amber, how do I get adopted? I'm a broke disabled Trekkie and I would love to be an ensign. Well, Hypno Amber, unfortunately, when people gift memberships, it's a random thing from YouTube. YouTube randomly selects people that are engaging in the chat and just randomly assigns them. So, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Somebody has to gift some more, and hopefully you'll get one. And Olivia, no, not everyone in the chat has a membership. Daniel says, but why? Why do they have to make a Section 31 miniseries when they can do a full series? They're going to do a full series of Starfleet Academy, so why can't they do a full series of Section 31? I don't know. Delilah says, what ship am I going to be assigned to? Don't know. You'll have to wait and see. Those are all random assignments. You will be assigned a ship, and you'll have to watch at the end of the videos. For the fleet video, you'll see where your name is. So, Trekyard, I, for one, am glad I am not assigned to work B43A. I heard it smells like wet dog in there. It might. I wonder, will we get trailers tomorrow? Maybe. Lambert, Belgian? I don't think so. No, he's French. Paul, thank you for the membership. Yes. There was a writer's strike in the mist. We might not be getting nothing for a couple of years. I don't buy that for a second. So, Sean O'Sullivan, what's Starfleet Academy? Just a late April Fools. Was Starfleet Academy just a late April Fools? They must know how negatively it's been perceived. These people not do focus groups. Good question. Probably not. They have their heads up their asses in Alice Kurtzman's case. So, Jessica Butler, hey, I'm on the Enterprise 1701E. I'm so excited. Hey, that's Matt Boardman's ship. He's a good captain from what I hear. But he's not here, so I can shit talk him. Listen, don't go on any away teams, okay? Whether he's on the away team or not, just trust me. People on Matt's ship die unexpectedly and weirdly. I think he might be a changeling. He might have always been a changeling. He might have been like the first changeling recruit allowed into Starfleet. I don't know, but the guy is insane. Just watch your back around him. What do you think of Discovery Season 3? Season 4 sucked balls. I liked... Here's Admiral Vance. He was great. Admiral Vance is fucking fantastic. And yes, the guy was in the Mummy movies. He was good in those as well. I wouldn't say Season 4 sucked balls necessarily. It had its moments that were really good. It just was such a stretch. Raymond Andrews says, I'll get it to you at Wonderfest, okay? Absolutely. I've already got my fucking plan, my trip planned for that. I got the hotel room. I got yes, Wonderfest. I'm excited. Matthew Lebner, $20. Thank you. Oh, that's a shot. Damn it. Good evening, Captain. Enjoy a shot from an admiral who enjoys watching you and the commander engage the fleet. Kraken spiced rum. Cracking into some Kraken rum. It's the rummiest rum of all. If you don't know why you are here, come and tell us. I don't know. Cheers. Thank you. Wow. That burns. Olivia gifted 5 Trekyards membership. Holy shit. Dionysus Larson. Eves Jeanette. Gorgonzola 86. Lieutenant. Oh, he's already. No, never mind. Justin Hayes and David Tan. All welcome to the rank of ensign. Raymond Andrews says, I'm a FASA man. LOL. FASA is also great, but FASA had more of a role-playing element to it, like characters. Starfleet Battles was strictly ships. I think they added some kind of character elements to it later, but also the main difference is Starfleet Battles is TOS era, FASA is the movie era. So yeah, I can see why you like it, for sure. FASA is another one I don't fucking have. I never had the combat simulator for FASA. Me and my brother always played Starfleet Battles. My brother has all of the Starfleet Battles manuals, all the supplements, everything, the Mega Hex, the big vinyl Mega Hex map that you roll out, the big planets. The miniatures, I was responsible for those. I always got the miniatures. Even got FASA miniatures, which we substituted in for like ships. But yeah. Juan Sanchez Villalobos Ramirez was Egyptian, born, currently living as a Spaniard, serving as chief allergic to the King Charles V. Thank you. I thought he was fucking Egyptian. Thank you. Andy Clinton, $10. Any thoughts on the entity Vatic is communicating with? Is the essence of Locutus in First Contact, the Borg Queen, how humans think in three-dimension ways, or something like that. I don't think it's Locutus. That's a real stretch. That's a real shot in the dark. It's not Locutus. It's not. It's not kind of any kind of entity like that. It's gonna be something very innocuous. I bet you any money. It's gonna be weird. It's going to be weird. Hypno Amber, hey, thanks for the answer. I made sure to subscribe and turn on my notifications so I don't miss you again. Thank you. That's very important. I'm going to remind everybody to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell icon to all so you don't miss any of our content. Also, Hypno Amber, if you also don't want to miss any more Captain Foley, go on over and check out my Captain Foley personal channel. Fleetpaw is going to put the link in the description right or into the chat right now, so you can go over there and subscribe over there as well. Always doing regular content over there. There's a lot more to me than just Star Trek, so go over there and check that out. Wow, so many people getting gifted memberships tonight. It's cool. You gotta get that Starbase 420 going. I know. I absolutely agree with you, sir. Sign me up for Starbase 420. Yes, hell yeah. Daniel says, I think it's prejudice and bias of the Star Trek fans. I think since the Trek fans are prejudiced and biased towards Section 31, we can never get a full series. That's why we can't have nice things. Exactly, Daniel. Yes. Dionysus says, my one regret is that I have but one like to give for the channel that I love. Oh, thank you, Dionysus. The Jem'Hadar versus the Mandalorians is a weapon in a weapons fight. Who do you think would win? That's a very good question. I'd say the Mandalorians. They got more variation on weapons as far as that goes, so I think they would win. I've never trusted Kurtzman, and I never will. I can never forgive him for the death of my franchise, not boy. Eric Martin says, good, I thought you were talking about me. I was earlier, yes. Enterprise Z is now less desirable posting than Starbase 80 these days. Jessica Butler. I wish I could afford a rank of captain. Mike Charest. Discovery did do a good job with the Enterprise J, though. Fleetpaw, I only served with the Enterprise Z a week. I nearly died. The captain nearly pushed me out of an airlock. He's crazy like that, yeah. Dan says Section 31 show will just be vilification of Starfleet yet again. Section 31 is definitely a case of less is more, nearly gaslighting us into, even if it's real, in DS9 was great. Now it's just another department. Yeah, I agree with everything you just said. Eric Martin says Admiral Vance is one of the few good characters. He's freaking great. Andy Clinton, the beauty of my ship is I don't need a large crew. That's true. Sean O'Sullivan, remember how Jem'Hadar could shroud sometimes, and others they couldn't. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Adam Van Green, I love the Vance speech about the shit apple. That's pretty great. Fleetpaw said, where are you staying for Wonderfest? I tried to book at the venue, and it was all sold out. Plus, I'm a cheap bastard who isn't paying $250 a night. I'm at the venue. I'm always at the venue every year. They have a block of Wonderfest suites, which I usually get in on each year. A few years I've missed it. They always have rooms available. I don't know why people call and say they're booked. I don't believe that for a second. That's weird. Yeah, I'm at the Crown Plaza. It's where the venue is. So there you go. Delilah joined the official Discord. Good. have a good time over there. Get to meet lots of people, hang out with your crew, your shipmates once you find out what ship you're serving on. And then, yeah, you can hang out with us as well. We're over there sometimes too. So, Chase Williams, Captain Foley, you are ordered to Sector 001 in preparation for the fleet review for Frontier Day. Okay. Jonathan, Kraken rum is good with vanilla or butterscotch ice cream. Oh my God, yes. That sounds so yummy. Paul says the strongest thing I got is lemon lime energy drink. It is green. Eerie fan geek says I'm so glad they decided to go with Worf's original makeup. God, just imagine. Okay, for the last fucking time, they would never have changed Worf. Everybody's like, what's Worf gonna look like if he comes back? He's gonna look like fucking Worf, all right? They're not gonna make him look like a Discovery Klingon. They would never fucking do that. That would just be the fucking dumbest. Alex Kurtzman is not that stupid. And it's very rare that you'll hear me say this. Alex Kurtzman is not that fucking stupid. It was never a threat. It was never something that I considered would happen. So I don't know why everybody was freaking out about it. Captain K. Stewart can't wait to hopefully meet the captain at Wonderfest. You will. I'm wandering around there all weekend. You'll find me. I used to have the Decipher collection. Don't know what that is. Hezraz, true. The reveal will be old or just weird. Hopefully it pays off. Armando Rodriguez, hey Kat, do you think anyone else will show up from Deep Space Nine besides Worf? Yes, I think somebody will. Hopefully Bashir, honestly, but I don't know. Sean O'Sullivan, I'm sorry. In 3 seasons, they didn't do Sela. Still no time technically, but I don't think she fits this season. And season 1 would have been perfect and would fit with canon. Ray Lavi says they're wrapping up incomplete character arcs and plot threads from Burnout era Trek. The big baddie is Pa Wraith Ducats. Huge Highlander fan. I'm kind of glad they didn't do the remake. So many remakes fail. I mean, they're going to be doing a remake. The plan is to have please have Christopher Lambert back. Anyway, no, Henry Cavill is going to be in it. So, Fleet Pod. Okay, has anyone here seen One Piece? Don't know what that is. Trekyards. The bad guy in season 3 is clearly a genetically enhanced Spot, and Data is going to be pissed. There is the link to Captain Foley's personal channel, so everybody that's not subscribed over there, please go do so. There's a changeling possession type thing going on. That's what I think was Jack. Hypnoamber says, "Will do, Captain. I love swords too. I have a huge short collection and plan to get to all of them. I just did my first one with the Highlander sword, so go check that out." Terrence Childs, how do you think they got rid of the mountains of trash gathered up over hundreds of years in the 24th century? By turning it to apples. Brandon Carell, damn. That one night I finally got to log on to watch you. My internet decides to be so awesome. I hear a voice and see a blurry face. Good to hear you at least, sir. Well, glad you could make it, Brandon. Sometimes when I go on live streams, it does that as well. But when I'm on my or Fire Stick downstairs is when it does it. And it's not all the time, and it's weird. It's always on live streams. I don't know why. So I'm sorry to hear that. Why does Starfleet keep getting infiltrated? I don't know. Daniel's Hot Topics. I think the Enterprise E was destroyed in a fight with Species 8472. Perfect. Grant McGregor, $10. Came to a realization that Prodigy Season 1 and Picard Season 3 will have the similar runtime as a whole, but Prodigy traveled so many places, where Picard, like a movie, going only a few places. Hezraz, a Section 31 show would be great. You could even bring back Trip. You could. Perhaps even Jadzia. Not Dax, but just her. I never thought. Even though I wish with Dax. Sean says Project can go anywhere it wants. Budget really doesn't matter when you're animated. Like the huge spaceport with hundreds of people. You can't do that cheap in live action. And moderators, just let me deal with it. If I'll decide what's going on with that issue. So I see you guys talking in the back there. So just keep an eye on it for now. Let's see. Will Shatner make an appearance? No. I can't wait to see the Enterprise F, NCC 1701, but sadly, it will be retired because it was launched in 2036, so it's been in service for 18 years. Yeah. Matthew Lepner says, loving my ship assignment. What ship are you on, Matthew? It's going to be 33 degrees Celsius here tomorrow. Fuck my life. Wow. That's pretty warm. Eric says, I'm off. The minivan ship, folks. Bring your colored highlighters for spare parts. Yes, you're back on the not Sydney class. Can't think of the name of the ship. It was with an F. Anyway, whatever. Fleet Pass says, I know I've been looking. LOL. I checked the crown again. Maybe I missed it. When you call them, ask if you can get one of the Wonderfest rooms, because they have a Wonderfest block of rooms, but it's probably sold out by now for that anyway, which is a special rate is what they have for that. So, yeah, the Trekyards closed. Captain, have a good night. See you later, Mazarus. I'm betting on a Paul Wraith as one of the controlling villains. Yes. Mike is back. Yay, Mike is back. Sean says, it's great to have a Canadian like Riker front and center, but where is Thomas? We could use a copy of our own right now. Well, Riker's not Canadian, so he's from Alaska. I don't know if you realize this, but Alaska is part of the States. So, I mean, in the future, it might be part of Canada, but Olivia gets another membership, and more Stig Gaming has gifted a membership by Olivia, and he is now an ensign, so there you go. More Stig. Gotta love the Stig. Some say he has a picture of his wallet in his wallet. All we know is he's called the Stig. Fleet Pass says we're having a live blonde boy. Oh, okay. Dan says, am I just getting one side of things regarding Starfleet Academy announcement? Honestly, I haven't seen a positive comment regarding it. Us fans are hard to please, but wow. Unified against it. Because it's when it's set. I mean... yeah, One Piece is really good. Lots of filler episodes. Jonathan says, Season 3, Episode 7, Picard was pretty good for what is supposed to be the worst of the season. This gives us a lot of hope for the rest of the season. Yes. Captain Foley, have you gone to Zellers yet? You should make a video when you do. I have not, no. Hopefully we will get Wedge. I love all of his episodes, especially the one where he turned into a spider. Casey Stewart, would a Centaur class refit use an Excelsior class Excelsior refit saucer with the extra impulse engines? Ooh, that's a good question. I'd love to see a Centaur with Enterprise B type saucer. That'd be great. Blind Boy. Oh shit, is this Star Trek? I never watched Star Trek. I'm out of here. Bye, Blind Boy. Mark Lawrence been rewatching One Piece with my kids. We're at Rescue Ace. Daniel's Hot Topics. I hear that at the end of Picard they may launch the USS Enterprise G. Let's hope. We'll see. Daniel says, I hear that the yes, I know, Olivia. It's done. The transporter has been activated. Enterprise refit captain. I'm the admiral in charge. Okay. It was 71 degrees Fahrenheit here. I don't know what the fuck that means. So, Cosmo. Next week I will be experiencing 40 degrees Celsius. God have mercy on my soul. Ozzy gifted 1 membership. So Tyler Wash. Well, we've got a lot of ensigns this live, which is great. Jason Vinek, thanks for gifting the membership, Ozzy. Yes. And all you new ensigns, be sure to watch our videos coming out this week. We will be, and this weekend, you will see your name in lights. You'll see what ship you were assigned to, and you get to come over and hang out with us on the Discord channel and hang out with your crew and just have a good time. So, Vatic takes bridge, shouts out any you pricks move, I'll execute every motherfucking last one of you. Yes. That would be great. Vatic's goofriend or handler. I'm banking on Jeffrey Combs. That's Jeffrey Combs. It'd be great if it was Combs. Daniel's Hot Topics. They mentioned an Enterprise in Discovery, season 3 or 4. So is there an Enterprise in the 32nd century? Wow, I hope it's still the Enterprise J. That ship was amazeballs. Matthew Lebner, $5. Enterprise refit captain. I'm the admiral in the center seat. Oh, you got a good assignment. I remember when you got excited about that now, actually, that you said that. Yes. Enterprise A, refit. Yes. And Matt Boardman is the Enterprise E captain. So glad you like your assignment. If Iron Man was made in the early 90s, Jonathan Frakes would have killed it. I guess. Terrence Childs, do you think that the internet rumors are true that Negan is going to be on Picard? Don't know, haven't heard that yet, so. Sean O'Sullivan, did you see the 98 Lost in Space turned 25 the other day? Shame we didn't get more. Theme was banging and we needed more Heather Graham. That movie is a guilty pleasure of mine. I love the Lost in Space movie. The ending, the last half is kind of shit, but yeah. Heather Graham and the mom, what the hell's the mom's name? It's just on the tip of my tongue. Like I would wish that she would be. Somebody tell me the mother's name, the actress's name from Lost in Space, the mother. Heather Graham was great. Oh my God. I never forget her name either. Jesus Christ. Anyway, yes. Yes. What? Someone got ejected and we did not use the airlock pack lid. Didn't unspeakable things in. Well, maybe we did. You don't know. Mike Shress, sorry, I don't know the metric system. That's fine. The rest of the world does. It's fine. Raymond Anders, would you like to see an Enterprise J Starfleet Academy on the ship? It's so... no, not really. Jeff Sturm, hi Captain. I have to get going. Great live tonight. Have a good night, everyone. See you later, Jeff. Cosmo, the entire world knows the metric system. Yeah, well, except for the Americans. Birth defect. It snowed today where I am. Hate this psycho weather. Right. I think we hit 20 degrees Celsius here today. It was nice for change. Yeah, that's what we hit today as well. It was really nice. Maybe not quite that high, but I would love to be security of section of Starbase 420. Yes. So Brett, I don't know if Brett's still watching, and if he's not, Fleet Paw, please put in the Bridge Crew chat before I forget that we need to make a Starbase 420. One of the star bases. I don't care if it's a K7, one of the K stations. I don't care if it's a starbase. We have to have a starbase 420. I've laid down the law. Captain Casey, or sorry, Casey Stewart. Captain Foley, tell Samuel to refit my USS Centaur to have extra impulse engines from one captain to another. I'll see what I can do. Olivia gifted another Trekyards membership to Birth Defect 1186. You are now an ensign, sir. Mike Shrest, don't learn the metric system in schools because America is kind of a holdout on the topic. America's weird. Yeah, I know. Paul's phone keeps disconnecting him. Boo. Mimi Rogers. Thank you. Yes, Mimi Rogers. Heather Graham. That movie is fucking great. The fucking soundtrack is on point. It is fun. The last half of it kind of falls down a lot, but fucking Mimi Rogers. Fleet Pod Swiftback. So, to figure out how to convert Fahrenheit to Celsius, take the Fahrenheit number and multiply it by 1.8 and add 32 to it. That makes no sense, though, because minus 40 Celsius is also minus 40 Fahrenheit. That's where they meet up. Even Lacey Chabert was tidy. Yes, she was. Yes, absolutely. Mimi Rogers was the Mother Stewart. Yes, thank you, Fleetpa. Cosmo, no worries. I don't understand your system either. Like 3 cats and a wombat. Why, just joking. Don't fuck with us, my friend. Don't do that shit. It's fucking so simple. It's all tens. You know, so 10 millimeters in a centimeter. It's fucking great. A kilometer is 1,000 meters. It speaks for itself. Anyhow, actor who played Joey from Friends was in that movie. He said the monkey flipped the switch. Oh yeah, Matt LeBlanc. Yeah. Adam Van Gessen joined the Discord. Now I got to learn how to use it. Yeah, the Discord's kind of a fickle bitch. Matthew Lebner, $2. Mimi Rogers. $2 for Mimi Rogers. Birth Defect. I had the hugest crush on Lacey in Lost in Space. I'm younger than her. Sean O'Sullivan. Who keeps the metric system down? We do. I hate this one as well. Paul says, saw a fan fiction where the Enterprise met the Jupiter 2. Birth Defect says, I want to serve on Starbase 69. Starbase 69 around Ryza. That's hilarious. Mina Haroon, Mom in Lost in Space movie was Mimi Rogers. Thank you for all the responses, guys. Yes. I should have remembered that, but I'm getting old and senile and, you know. Let's see, we have 80 likes. Can we hit 100 likes? Are 20 of you out there that haven't hit that like button? Hit the like button now. Thank you for the ensign upgrade. Mimi Rogers, the former Mrs. Tom Cruise. She was married to Tom Cruise? Really? I don't remember that. Brett is here, Stuart. He's down for Starbase 420. Hell yeah. It's got to be done. And Starbase 69 orbiting Ryza. It should say that on the plaque. Starbase 69 orbiting Ryza. That'd be another good one. If no Starbase 420, then how about a USS Bob Marley? Nick T, when should we expect your Bandai Enterprise E build? Okay, that's the thing. I talked about that earlier. I might do that live this Saturday. I might spend a whole day or a whole afternoon building it live, chatting with you guys while I'm doing it. And then once it's built, I will do a complete, and that'll be on this channel, the Trekyards main channel. Once it's built, I will do a edited video reviewing the model on the Captain Foley personal channel, and I will also have a comparison video between it and the 1701 refit, as well as the NX01 Bandai build as well. Does Canada do the stone weight BS? No, we do not. We need Heather Graham in a miniskirt in Strange New Worlds. Or in my bedroom, yeah. I keep saying Captain Casey Stewart. But Casey Stewart. Would Excelsior be a hero ship since it's a main movie ship in Star Trek 6? Yes, it would be. They literally confirmed that they smoke weed in Star Trek and Picard. Season 3 dialogue. Or they know about weed, not that they smoke it necessarily. Cosmo, I know the metric system, Captain. LOL, not the colonists or what it is called. Terrence Childs, that new Federation phaser was the 7 of 9 had. How many of them do you have? The new Federation phaser that 7 of 9 had. How many of them do you have? I have none. I think Samuel has like 2. I fucking hate that new design. Ugh. The only thing Heather Graham looked bad in was the Red Wing in From Hell. Yeah, she didn't look good in From Hell. You're absolutely right about that. It's hard to make her look unattractive, and they did it. I don't know. But, yeah. I would call Excelsior a hero ship, yes. SC Scout Guide. It is weird watching Corner Gas when they use miles per hour and weigh themselves in pounds, yet Canada uses the metric system. But miles per hour is weird, but we still weigh ourselves in pounds. And if I'm doing the temperature of the pool, like when we grew up, I grew up with a pool. It was always like 78 to 82 is a good temperature for the pool, whatever. Fahrenheit for the pool. Fahrenheit for water temperature, always pounds for weight. I don't know why. But yeah, it's some weird anomalies there, but... Scientific Lens, Lost in Space, the recent Netflix series, like Picard, got really good in the third and last season. Got really good from the beginning. That fucking Lost in Space series was amazing. Our weird system is 12 inches in a foot, 3 feet in a meter, and you don't know how many feet in a mile. It's really weird. How many feet are in a yard? Depends how many people are standing in it. Raymond Anders, Night Captain, Northwest Arkansas is a bullseye for tornadoes tonight. Talk to you later, my friend. Yes, take care and stay safe out there. Ozzy, I view by 10 years, Super Captain Foley. Andy Clinton saw the crew for the manned orbit of the moon on Artemis 2, 3 Americans and a Canadian. Really awesome, yes. It's 3 feet in a yard. Well, it depends how many people are standing in the yard. Mimi Rogers got Tom Cruise into Scientology. Oh, Jesus Christ. He's one of those. Listen. I don't know what to say about Scientology, and I'm not going to say anything. So we'll just move on. Birth defect. I heard of the British using stones to weigh things, and it's dumb stuck. 14 pounds is 1 stone, but they use metric. Yeah, the British are fucking weird because they use miles per hour. They use gallons, I think, as opposed to liters for their gas. The British are a weird mix of imperial and metric. And that's where the Americans get it from, because it's your system in the States is called the imperial system, which is based off Britain, which you'd think you'd want to break free from, considering you basically told Britain to go fuck themselves. Started your own country. Unless I'm reading that all wrong, I don't know. Jessica Butler is out. Good night. Good night, Jessica. Live long and prosper. Metric is easier. It goes by tens, hundreds, thousands. Not weird. Fractions are equal something else, like 12 inches in a foot or random numbers. Captain Foley, how do holodecks work? If you make a world like The Big Goodbye or Elementary Dear Data, can you walk on and explore that entire world? I heard that the world moves with you. Yes, you could potentially do that, yes. Did you enjoy The Expanse? I did, very much. Can you replicate ganja? Possibly. I don't see why not. Captain Casey Stewart, as good as Heather Graham looked, you think Elizabeth Hurley looks better, in my opinion. Elizabeth Hurley looks fantastic. Absolutely. Mark Lawrence throws in $2. Next Trekyards, truck that killed Edith Keeler. Hey, that's a good one. It's probably the same fucking truck. Let's be fair. I'm glad you guys like the Trekyards. A lot of people, like, there's been a lot of good responses from that. It was a fun April Fool's gag. It wasn't mean. It wasn't deceptive. It was just kind of like a fun thing. People really enjoyed it. Not everybody watched the whole thing apparently because they didn't get the little hints we put, like the funny things we put in the end, like that Star Trek Voyager. And Samuel put up a picture of the Enterprise type screen. And then for the truck we'll be looking at next week is the Toyota, whatever it was, which is the one Marty McFly has in Back to the Future. It was tying in with sci-fi again. So I'm glad everybody enjoyed it. It was fun to do that, really fun. And first of all, thank you to Brett for recommending it, because he said a lot of people hear Trekyards. The closed captioning changes to Trekyards. Autocorrect changes to Trekyards. So when I was typing to people that were going to do a Trekyards episode, my phone has learned that Trekyards is supposed to be Trekyards. So it kept autocorrecting to Trekyards, which is kind of funny. So thanks to Brett for that suggestion of doing that for an April Fool's. Thank you to Fleetpaw for doing some of the research on the truck. I had to do more research on it, but he gave me a big chunk of it. So thank you to him. Thank you to Matt Boardman, for doing the thumbnail and for doing the, not the all cars, because it's not an all cars, but the overlay that the whole video was done in. So we can't do it by ourselves. We've got a fantastic team of people, so thank you to everybody. And everybody that watched it, thank you, thank you, thank you. Trucker Stew. Paul Graham, hey Cap, good night. The Canadian is an F-18 pilot from London. Nice. Nice. Good to see you, Paul. Mike says, okay, I'm totally getting confused about this whole imperial metric thing, right? I'm not even going to read your comment, Peter Lukaku, because you used a phrase I absolutely despise. SC Scout Guy, by that logic, Stuart, America shouldn't be speaking English either. Well, they don't. I mean, parts of America don't speak English. Come on. Let's be fair. British gallon is different from the American gallon, though. Theirs is 3.78 liters in an American gallon. There's like 3.9 liters in a British. Wow. We kept all the British stuff we liked and tossed the rest. Yeah. Paul Graham. Oh, and contrary to popular belief, Apollo was engineered in metric, thanks to von Braun. Yes. Brandon Carell tried to super chat, but apparently none of my messages are going through on time or something. So I will try another night. Take care, all. The weird weather is probably killing my internet. Well, sorry to hear that, Brandon, but thank you for attempting to super chat. Much appreciated. And yes, have yourself a good night. Speaking of, before you leave, we have 6 more likes that we need to get to 100. If you have not hit like yet, hit the like button. If you're watching this after the fact, hit the like button or leave a super thanks. Enjoy. All right, continuing on. There was an episode of TNG where Riker says they take the ship within 500 meters, but I think he was supposed to say 500 meters because in the next scene, the 2 ships were really close. Yeah. Ireland went metric for everything almost 20 years ago now. Best move they ever made. Yes. Hypno Amber. I always loved Parker Posey. She is in the Netflix Lost in Space. Yes. Mike Shrost. Wait, Scientology is applying spaghetti monster religion, right? Yeah, it's some stupid shit like that, yeah. Karen Childs, just in case everybody doesn't already know, Extraction 2 is coming out on Netflix. I can't wait to see it. I haven't seen Extraction 1. Birth Defect. I just thought Trekyards was a new series, lol. I didn't watch just because trucks aren't my thing. Didn't put it on. Oh my god, seriously? No, man, it's an April Fool's joke. Go watch it. It's fucking hilarious. Mike Haroon, Fahrenheit for temperature is easy. I don't really give a shit. Matthew Lebner, just watched Trekyards. Fantastic. We could get a deep fake of Odo. All they would need is the family's permission, right? Hey, a little homage doesn't hurt. Yeah, I mean, yes, that's all they do need is the family's permission. So, Chris Tenorino. What if Lex Luthor's father and had plans for kill Bruce Wayne? His thugs are hitman like John Wick. Shot the adult Wayne was after death with Superman was all for fun. I got a brain tumor reading your comment. I don't know what that means. I'm moving on. I'm so confused. Anyway, Mark Lawrence. So many trucks to choose from in Trek 2. That's true. Daniel's Hot Topic. We should just do one every year. Every April 1st, just do another Trekyards episode. Daniel's Hot Topics. I bet the Enterprise F had hollow emitters all over the ship so that means the holodeck characters can escape the holodeck and potentially take over the ship. That could be a great episode of Trek. It could be. They had an episode like that in Voyager, actually. There's a group of holograms that had their own ship. Yeah. Tony Pearson. Even though I'm not going anywhere and on First Contact Day, I still plan to wear one of my Star Trek costumes. Peter Lukaku throws in $11 Canadian. Thank you so much, Peter. My Xbox One is dying. I want to switch to PS5 for the reasons that Xbox X or 10 doesn't have VR. You are happy with your PlayStation 5 VR too? It's so expensive. It is expensive. It's more expensive than the system, but it's fucking great. I'm really happy with it, yes. Very happy. Very happy. Great success. I would recommend. Paul Graham. Oh, I missed the Trekyards episode because I hadn't caught up on Picard. Too bad because my dad has one of those and I drove it. Well, go watch it then. Why? What does not being caught up on Picard have to do with Trekyards? I'm confused, Paul. Go watch Trekyards. Welcome back to Trekyards, everybody. I'm Trucker Stew, watching Trucker Stew. Just beamed aboard. Sorry I'm late. That's okay, War God 6. Mina Haroon, you watching the new Quantum Leap? It's meh. Not bad. Not good either. I have not. No, we haven't started watching that yet. That's one we need to watch for sure. Sean O'Sullivan, some older Irish people still go on about miles per gallon despite all of our road signs being in kilometers and our fuel sold by the liter for decades now. I never understood that. Are they converting it twice? Oh, probably. Tuvok shot first, yes. Mike says, the only religion I follow is the religion of Trek. And Scotty said, full power to the engines, amen. All hail the Warp Core. Just found a copy of Fortress with Christopher Lambert. I have not seen that movie yet. The Trekkernaut's going to jump on here in a minute and yell at me. War God 6, only 40 years till the Vulcans visit. I know, I can hardly wait. Mina says the USS Prometheus had holograms on every deck for EMH2 to work on all decks. Never understood why the Doctor couldn't just duplicate himself to save multiple lives at once. That's a good point. Because they're all drawing from one memory. I don't know. It's the future. They should be able to do that. Cody says, my girlfriend just got PlayStation Plus. It's a good deal. PlayStation Plus is a fantastic deal. I've had PlayStation Plus for years now. Because you get free games every month. And even if you don't play them, you add them to your library. They're in your library for forever. So when you want to download them, you can just download them if you want to. If you don't want to, at least you got them, right? I don't know. Me no other. Hi, Trekyards, what's up? Lots of things. Our likes are up, but not high enough. We need another 3 likes to get to 100. So hit that like button if you're just joining us. Do you think we've seen the last of those phasers that 7 of 9 had? No, probably not. Chris Tenorino, I know where Sam Beckett went into John Archer. Oh boy. Mike says, and Scotty said, hallowed is First Contact. Eric Martin, I can't justify moving up to PS5, but I'm getting old and cheap. Yes, you are. It's definitely worth the upgrade. Keep your PS4, though. Paul Graham, because I was blanking. All Trekyards for spoilers. Oh. We don't say a word about Picard in the Trekyards episode. Hallowed be the Warp Core. Daniel's Hot Topics. I can't wait to see the Shapeshifter clone, and he will be a final boss of Picard. Didn't the USS Prodigy have hologram emitters? Yes. Yes, it did. Peter the Caco, been on this channel for years. It's funny that you answer the same question so casually. Is it casual? Sometimes it's the same question coming up and over and over again, years and years on end. And sometimes I just fucking snap. Don't fucking answer. Yeah. Depends on my mood. Casey Stewart says, yes, do an annual Trekyards. Next is the Back to the Future Trek. Yep. And we'll pick another sci-fi related one to tie into the following year. Cody Michaels, I love that the PS5 doesn't sound like a jet engine taking off. You okay? Oh. You okay, sweetie? Are you okay? Okay. Okay. Thing that pugs get, any short-snouted dog, it's called the reverse hiccups. They're fine, it freaks them out a little bit. Sometimes it takes some intervention to stop it too, but anyway, she's fine now. It made me sad that Trekyards made fun of just the way I talk. Really, that's how you talk? We ain't making fun of you. We honoring you. That's absolutely correct. We don't want to make fun of anybody, y'all. We love everybody. We here on Trekyards, we would never make fun of anybody. Would be interesting to see a Borg-inspired starship, not just cubes. What do you think? There's lots of them. There's Borg triangles. There's Borg. No, there's Borg pyramids, not triangles. Pyramids, diamonds, spheres, and then the rectangular ones. I can't remember what they're called offhand, but anyway, yeah, there's a bunch of them. And I just shared one on Facebook. It was a Defiant that was Borgified, so it looked like the Defiant, but Borgified with green lights and stuff. I mean the USS Protostar. Isn't that what you said? I don't know. Bird Defect. One of the weirdest things I've seen was that they have road signs in English first, then Arabic below. The numbers read L to R. All the letters R to L. What? Okay, what? I'm so confused. Terrence Childs. I still play games on my PlayStation 3. Can't believe it's still open and operational. Are they ever going to close? I hope not. I thought that they had. I still have a PS3 as well. I haven't hooked it up for a long time, though. But, you know, there was a Quantum Leap Enterprise video on YouTube once. Nice. Cody Michaels. I'm still hoping for some more deep cut cameos on Picard. I am too. Mike says, I have the PlayStation 3, 4, and 5, but I mainly play the 5. Yeah, I'm getting there. I still play on the 4 quite a bit, but yeah. Daniel says, I can see you're excited for a potential Locutus return, Captain Foley. Yeah, absolutely not. Eric Martin, I love it when people ask the same questions over and over as I try to gauge Cap's blood pressure. Very entertaining. Meanwhile, there's why did IMDb give the Picard next episode title and its very last one, but not the episode in between? Probably because it's a super spoiler. Horse and cart yards. This is the new 12-spoke wheel. Yeehaw! Fuck's sakes. Shouldn't this channel be called Trek Meters? Since you're Canadian. No, like shipyards. The yard in which you build a ship. So no. Poor Puggy. I used to have pugs. Seeing your doggos makes me happy. Aw. Sean O'Sullivan, why are you doing a caretaker impression in Trekyards? Ozzy says, Scotty took parts Sulu's ship in search for Spock to fix the old Enterprise warp drive. That's not why he took the parts. It wasn't to fix the Enterprise at all. It was actually to just sabotage the Excelsior. And it wasn't Sulu's ship at that point. So, Jason Peacock, with only 3 more episodes left of Picard, I am not sure how they're going to work in the Peanut Hamper redemption arc. That's for the next season of Lower Decks to take care of. Sean O'Sullivan, all of the refit class ships plus the Delta Flyer are all Borg tech. Dustin D, when is Alex Kurtzman going to produce a series that's not doomed to fail from day never, because it's Alex Kurtzman. That's what he does. Sean O'Sullivan, that Nerf half Borg phaser rifle was awful. Chances are it wouldn't sell and they won't make any more. Okay. Me no other. All the new ships in the 25th century have Borg tech, plus they all speak to each other. Like the Borg. Terrence Shells, do you think that the profits and power rates are as powerful as the Q? Profits and power rates. Oh, the power rates. No. Yes. I think that the profits are as powerful as the Q, but not the power rates. What if Eric Soong's research is used to create synthetic data? SC Scout Guy. Of course I was kidding, Stuart, but it does suck that every time Hollywood wants to pick a dumb, ignorant person, they give them a thick Southern accent. Look at the British. If they want to do the same thing to the British, it's fucking Cockney now, isn't it? Hello, governor! It's just, it is what it is, man. Fucking Canadians, it's like, how would you do a Canadian? I want to talk to you about something, eh? Let's go down and play some hockey. I get it. I get it. But not to be an asshole, but you got to admit there's a lot of dumb Southern people. I mean, there's a lot of dumb Northern people as well, I guess. But for some reason, it's just presented more. I don't know. I don't want to insult anybody. That's not my intention. And I wasn't trying to be dumb with Trekyards. We just wanted to have like a very American sounding accent so that people would understand. We could have done one from Boston. That truck has some khakis. I don't know. I can't do a Boston accent though. There's only like a few accents I can do. Sean O'Sullivan, are they doing Star Trek Day again this year? I hope they bring it back. That was great. Bring that DJ. He was great. Oh, yes, the fucking DJ. Oh, fuck. That was atrocious last year. And the fucking presenters, like, oh my God. Guys, no. Birth defect. United Arab Emirates. Arabic is right and left, but their numbers are left or I'm still confused, and I'm done. Sean O'Sullivan, do you get annoyed by being asked the same question over and over? I mean, sometimes. Me no other. Well, I just watched the episode with the Pa Rays, who took over O'Brien's wife. Yeah, fuck Keiko, bitch should have died. Dustin D, who is Commander LaForge hiding in Bay 12? What is Commander? That is the Enterprise D, my friend. I promise you. Want to see Cap's blood pressure go up? J.J. Abrams. Good Tea, nice house. Do you know the origin story of Trekyards? How did those two mechanics meet? We haven't come up with this story for that. Eric Martin. Sam's attempt at a southern accent was priceless. Yes. War God 6. I have a PS2, 3, and 4. Not upgrading to 5, though. I think the direction digital only and public multiplayer PS5 might be my last system. I like physical and I like private multiplayer, so I can actually learn. Well, the War God 6, they have I have the physical version of the PlayStation 5. There's a digital only version, but I have the disc drive in mine, so. As he said, it was Captain Styles. Kirk, you do this, you'll never sit in the captain's chair again. Andy Clinton, the real villain will be Neelix. He ended up being outraged Voyager left him on that rock. And then Kes showed up and gave him powers. That'd be great, actually. That'd be great. Sir Liamson. What if that's the guy that killed Tasha? Armis. Yeah, a lot of people have been saying that. I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Chris Tenorino. What if the new Enterprise of J.J. Verse's main engineering filmed in CERN for the warp core system? Oh, fuck off. Sean, would be nice if the Q were just futuristic Borg who achieved mastery of the Omega particle. That'd be interesting for sure. Nice? I don't know about saying nice. Casey Stewart. Todd Stashwick likes The Wrath of Khan and scene where Kirk says, like a poor marksman. Like a poor marksman, you keep missing the target. Mike Shirast. He says, in STO, the anti-Borg, anti-proton weapons freaking suck. I have them and I phase them out. Okay. Chris Tenorino, what if Wesley Crusher is future guy? Interesting. Me no other. You sounded like that movie, The Great White North. The two who got the job at the beer factory and became Disney's mooses in the cartoon. Yeah, that is Bob and Doug McKenzie. They are bucking Canadian heroes, played by Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas. Dave Thomas and Rick Moranis, yes. And there was originally the skits were originally done on SCTV, which was filmed out of Toronto. So yeah, The Great White North with Bob and Doug McKenzie. Fucking great. Anyway. SC Scout Guy. When I think of dumb Canadian accents, I think of Ricky and J-Rock from Trailer Park Boys. Yep. Sean says, I'm a Southerner and I found the Trekyards accent quite entertaining. Looking forward to next year's New Year's. There you go, Sean. I wouldn't expect you to be a Southerner. You look like a robot. And then you got like Japanese script. Or Japanese or some kind of other language there. Cody Michaels. Bret Hart kind of has that Canadian accent. Must be a Calgary thing. Yeah. Sean says, can see the documentary now. JJ and Kurtzman team up to take down Trek. Only Terry can stop them. Cody Michaels, I have a disc drive PS5 too. Always need a Blu-ray player. Yeah, but this unfortunately the PS5 doesn't play 3D movies. PS4 does, PS3 does, PS5 doesn't. Pisses me off. But anyway, go watch my Rant Alert series. PS5, more like BS Lies. Yeah. Sean's model build says, is Trekyards doing anything special for the 40th anniversary of the first? No, we are not. If there's an announcement, we'll do a live, but hey Captain, I almost missed the live, darn it. Before I forget, we have a Colorado low. Okay. Me no other. What happened to the Beta Quadrant changeling? Like the one in Star Trek 6 or the girlfriend of Wesley. Oh, they're not changelings. The one in Star Trek 6 is a comaloid, which doesn't have a liquid form. It just changes from one physical whatever to another. And the one from TNG, that was Wesley's girlfriend, was another species altogether. Okay, here, how did I put it? All changelings are shapeshifters, but not all shapeshifters are changelings. Mike Shurist. Yeah, the anti-Borg weapons can't kill Romulans for shit. Canadian assets rock. Craigie, let's go put some maple syrup on the Barbie, mate. Great White North is a great moose movie. Peter the Caco throws in $22 Canadian. Excited to see that there will be a new Naked Gun movie revival. Liam Neeson is taking over for Leslie Nielsen, which is already funny. That's the play on the names. Oh, well, Peter, I'm having a shot for that. I did not know that. That is fucking hilarious. Slade, the Space Marine. Hey, Captain. How are you doing tonight? I am fine, sir. How are you? Cheers. Good tea, nice house. Wesley Crusher being future guy would be more disappointing than finding out that God looks like Woody Allen. Chris Tenorino, what if Section 31 is planning to turn Kirk's body into cyborg like RoboCop? Dun 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 dun. I don't know. I know that was T2 music, but the ghost of Q's left eyebrow says, every time someone says Rick Moranis, I instantly see Lord Helmet in my mind. Yes. Sean says Hebrew, but learning Japanese as a third language. Oh, it's Hebrew. Excuse my ignorance. I apologize. Fleetpaw, rant alert, watch the rant alert about the PS5. There you go. There's the link. Peter the Caco throws in $5.50. Hey, Cap, you and Sam doing Star Trek Vegas this year? No, I don't think so. Sadly. Me no other. Surprised the Beta Quadrant shapeshifters didn't team up with the changelings. Maybe they did. We don't know. Maybe that's why they needed some kind of great link. Maybe they had to meet up with another bunch of changelings and kind of create their own new one. I don't know. Peter the Caco throws in $5.50. Did you hit up Elmira Maple Syrup Festival this year? No, I did not. I don't think I've ever been to that. Eric Martin, I don't have 4K videos, but I do have a 3D TV, so I'm sticking with the PS4 for now. But you ever watch anything 3D on your TV? Is it an active matrix or is it a passive matrix 3D TV? Eric, let me know, because I wouldn't mind watching something 3D on your TV, because it's fucking huge. It's huge. I have an active matrix Samsung 3D TV. Not as big as yours, but regardless, 3D movies are the shit. War God 6. My favorite part about Naked Gun is the opening credits. Yes. Me no other. We heard all the background props in the Daystrom station. Was the production crew allowed to go nuts and make cool stuff? Yes, you're absolutely correct. Me no other, though they did make Shatner's novel canon. Sort of. James T. Kirk, do you foresee any more TNG characters in future Trek? Yes, absolutely. I can see them carrying on into any number of new spin-off series. It depends what they do. But yes, I absolutely can see that. Cody Michaels, I saw you and Sam think it's the Enterprise D in the hangar. I'm skeptical about them having the budget to recreate any of those classic bridges. Hey, you know what? We know more than we say because we can't say much. But trust me, they spent money where it was needed, and that's why the rest of the season, it looks so cheap. Always in the same rooms, bottle show, because they spent the money where the fans would appreciate it. That's all I'm going to say. And yes, Hangar 12, Enterprise D, I'm willing to bet my life on it. That's all I'll say. Chris Tenorino, this is the new Tribbles, like the Kreitz are the main antagonists and monsters of the Critters film series. Okay. Me no other. God is not Woody Allen. Praise the great koala. Yes. Destin D. Why do Star Trek Trekkies and Trekkers want the NES stories revolving new, bigger anime like Bluegills or a Conian way? Why we get a Phelp back to Dominion was Changeling. I meant to say, why do Trekkies and Trekkies want stories revolving around bigger enemies like bluegills or the Iconians? Why they fall back on the Dominion with changelings? Because asked Terry about that. He was kind of forced to. He wanted to do with bluegills. He thought it would have been great, but there's some problems with that. So I don't know what to tell you. Me no other. Who is more powerful, the great koala or the Q? Oh, dun 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 dun. Cue the fight music. 'Cause I don't know. Eric Martin, 72-inch active matrix sharp 3D TV. It's my backup TV. Family room, huge TV is not 3D. Can't seem to get them anymore. Unicorn. So you have a 72-inch backup TV that's an active matrix. Nice. Do you have two sets of glasses for it? Fleet Paw says, I heard they had the Archer's frozen head a la Futurama and Daystrom. I don't know if it's true or not, though. It's not. Okay. I'm going to fucking dispel this for the 15th time, and this is where you see my blood pressure go up because it's the same fucking question being asked over and over again. Trek culture wrongly stated that Archer's body was in Daystrom. It's fucking not. It's an Achaean android, which is from the TOS episode Return to Tomorrow, or not. It's an android body from TOS that is there. And they saw an A and thought, oh, it's Archer. It's not fucking Archer. And they fucking put it in their ups and downs video, and everybody's like, Archer's body's in Daystrom because them there Trek culture peoples, they said that there thing. That's fucking not. It was wrongly reported by Trek culture, and shame on them. Shame on Trek culture for getting that wrong. Sean Varick. Probably not his fault. Chris Thompson, the editor, maybe? Somebody's getting a smack from Trekyards. Trekyards to Trek culture. The smackdown is on. We've had to correct your mistakes and fucking clean up your mess from that. Gets fucking old. Gets fucking old. Anyway, moving on. And shame on you, Fleetpaw, for perpetuating such a myth without checking with me first. My God. Me no other. They could always use LCD screens or green screen on any Starship bridge. Yes. James C. Kirk, this season of Picard has revived my love of Trek. The flame never distinguished, but has dissipated slightly. Looking forward to the future. Cody Michael says, okay. Well, okay, then I trust you then. Please do. That's all I can say. If you love the Enterprise D bridge, I don't know. You might not be disappointed. Stick with me, guys. And at the end, you can be like, he knew. He fucking knew all along. Terrence Childs, I need you to confirm a rumor for me or deny it. You Canadian don't drink maple syrup, do you? No, we do not drink maple syrup. That's the fucking stupidest thing I've ever heard in my goddamn life. You put it on pancakes, you put it on waffles. You might put it on some sausage or bacon in the morning with your breakfast, because you have like a flapjack or a pancake there. You could mix it in with your meat. It's good, but you don't fucking drink it. No. But we do have maple syrup candy. So there is that. Now, see, I'm starting to get agitated now. I don't know why. But it's fun. I think you guys like me agitated. Anyway. Dana's Hot Topics. What does God need with a starship? To make you ask, what does God need with a starship? Sean says, so if your favorite era is the Lost Era, what ships from that era would you like to be the centerpiece of the show? Ambassador class for the win. Or if you're going to any of the FASA ships from that era, like the Andor class cruiser. I fucking love the Andor class. It's amazing. There's a bunch of different ones from that era which are really fantastic as well. No, stick with the Ambassador class or the Andor class. Hey, what was that link you used for behind the scenes Daystrom Station? I actually caught the Borg Queen in the episode. I want to check out those pictures. It's not the Borg Queen. It's a Borg Venculum that's in there. Not the Borg Queen. The Borg Queen is not a Daystrom. A Borg Venculum is. And I don't have the link right offhand. Discovery had spoiled Picard season 3. Sure. Eric Martin, Dustin, ease up on the booze. Okay. Cody Michaels, and it does look bad cheap. I like the look of the show despite the dark bridge lighting. Dustin D, I hope to see the Enterprise D will be shown with partial or full upgrades to the Galaxy X Dreadnought. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to see if you see the Galaxy Class Enterprise D, it's going to look like the Galaxy Class Enterprise D. It's not going to look like the fucking Galaxy X. They're not going to throw away seven years of a show to have a TNG reunion send-off, fucking yay, send-off to the TNG crew, and have the fucking Galaxy X that was on screen for 2 minutes as opposed to 7-year legacy of the Galaxy class. They're not going to fucking do that. There's going to be no fucking upgrades on that ship. It's going to look exactly like the Enterprise D should fucking look. It's that simple. It's a museum. They're going to restore it to what it looked like when it was destroyed, not what it could have looked like had it lived. Like, no, it is not going to be the Galaxy X. Don't get your hopes up for that because you're going to be poorly. You're gonna have them dashed on the rocks, psh, shattered. He's got 3 sets of glasses. Eric, my man. Me no other. My headcanon, Futurama is a part of Star Trek. And guess what? During that time, the year 3000, Earth was separated from Starfleet. Perfect. Grant McGregor, Lower Decks should make a joke about mixing up Archer with an android. Yeah, fuck yeah, they should. But then that's Trek culture getting credit in a fucking actual thing instead of Trekyards getting any kind of credit. Fleet Paw, I don't even know Trek culture did that, Stuart. Honestly, I was just making a Futurama joke. Wasn't trying to raise the blood pressure. Oh, Archer head in a jar. Gotcha. Didn't see the Futurama link till there. Yeah, they did that though. Cody Michaels, I have no idea what's going on. Who's Archer? Captain Casey Stewart. Did you know that other than Saavik, that the Titan shuttles are named after characters from 12 Monkeys? I did not know that. That's very cool. This is better than jazz musicians. Because did you know that Riker's Titan, all the shuttles were named after jazz musicians? That used to be an ongoing joke, and now it's sorely dashed as well. All on the rocks. The Excelsior class is the best. Jason Peacock, you have to be careful of Trek culture when Sean is clean shaven. That's what it's in your universe. Evil Ferric. Okay, gotta remember that. Chris Tenorino, is Jake Sisko equal to Chris to Beige? Is Jake Sisko equal to Christ to Beige? Is he Jesus? Because of his father? No, I don't think so. That's how that works. Me no other. Defiant class for the next era. Sure. Peter the Caco, $5.50 Canadian. Are there any movies in your lifetime that you think didn't need sequels or great standalones? Highlander. Highlander, the sequel, Highlander 2, The Quickening, was fucking god-awful. Highlander 3 was a lot better. It was kind of like a true sequel. Highlander Endgame was pretty good. I need to go back and watch all those, actually. Yeah, Highlander definitely pops into my head. Other movies that could have been standalone, Raiders of the Lost Ark, honestly could have been a standalone. There's probably many. I think there are 2 Borg sects, one with Girardi and one in the Delta Quadrant. Okay. Me no other. Girardi Borg, a simulator to Doomsday Machine. Atheist, the Borg ship was modeled after one. Okay. Dustin D, would anyone be up to see a Starfleet ship named USS 12 Monkeys? No, that'd be stupid. Sean says, thanks for putting up with the silly questions and off-the-wall ideas that the Trekyards fans come up with. Don't let it get to you. It doesn't. It just makes for entertainment when I act out on it and just get... I mean, sometimes it gets to me, but it's fine. It's fine. Colin says Futurama could be set during the burn. Dustin D, Captain Shaw is right. The Reapborg are somewhere out there. Birth Defect Jazz has musicians. Dan Bevan, could the Galaxy Enterprise D somehow become the new Enterprise or be recommissioned? Either a refitted secondary hull or custom build 2401 spec. Be very symbolic, given bad guys Starfleet at the moment. I don't think so. Nice try, but no. Cody Michaels, so they got the saucer section off that planet, fixed it up, and put it on a new Galaxy class star drive section. They sure did. Pause fifth back, $2. Jazz musicians, tell me more. No. Me no other. Highlander, the TV series, was good. I never watched it. My dad watched it. I never watched it. I've seen like bits and pieces of episodes here and there. It's one I should actually go watch. I think I'd probably really enjoy it. But Dustin D, a Commodore LaForge, also fighting a Galaxy-class ship, USS Challenger. Could be that the Enterprise D saucer section was paired with the star drive section of the Challenger. That would be cool. Chris Tenorino, any plans to watch new Super Mario Bros. CG movie? Yes, I would. I want to see it. Absolutely. Birth Defect, American Psycho should have been a standalone with no sequel. Yeah, that's also true. Colin Barrett, for all we know, Girardi Borg is stored at Daystrom Station. Me no other. Dave Blast said Girardi Borg ship was modeled after the Doomsday Machine. Oh yes, way back in season 2. Yeah. Well, there you go. Jonathan, the USS Jazz has shuttles named after the Titans. I will not disagree. Me no other. Dave even said it was assimilated. Yes, he did. I remember that. Paul Hitchcock, have you read the Star Trek The Beginning script? I don't think so. Excuse me. Cody Michaels, I want a California-class ship called the USS Oceanside. That's where I'm from. Me no other. The saucer section wasn't really that damaged. No, it wasn't. They're actually made to land like that on a planet. They're designed that way. Most people know that if you've seen the technical manual. Look, it's my technical manual. To Stewart, love Jennifer Hoke. This was like my first girlfriend. Anyway, this says, boldly go, Michael Okuda, and then make it so, Rick Sternbach. Signed by the two people that wrote it. Anyway, saucer separation. Where can I find the saucer separation? 26 and 26. Yeah, see, here it is. In case you didn't know, it was always designed to approach and essentially crash land. So the way they did it on Generations was correct. It was always designed to kind of do that. If you watch our saucer separation episodes, part 1 and 2, we talk about that as well. So it was always designed to do that. So it actually, it even has like force fields and stuff in place so that when it hits, it doesn't cause a lot of damage. But then they contradict themselves, because it says right here, it is assumed that the vehicle would be a total loss insofar as ever being returned to operational service due to the extreme loads placed upon it, which would result in deep, unrecoverable alloy damage, Post-landing mission rules calls for full security measures to protect the crew and vehicles while awaiting Starfleet assistance. Numerous options have been documented, from simple waiting within Federation or Allied territory to total evacuation and vehicle destruction in areas controlled by threat forces. So it says it can be returned to operational service, but it could be recovered, and because it's such a historic ship in the Enterprise, it would get repaired and put into a museum, which is not operational, technically. So, anyway, there you go. Always busting out the facts and the learning stuffs here on the Trekyards. Hee-ho. Trekyards. Ford, Chevy, or Dodge. I'm calling it now. If and when we see the Enterprise D bridge, we will get to see a hologram Tasha on the bridge. It's a museum. Ooh, I like that. That's good. I never thought about that. Me no other. Just lifted up with a couple of California glass ships. The fat ship overturned. Episode 1 reference. Yes. It's going to save the day, too. Dan Bevan. That'd be one hell of a confusing ship if it was Geordi. Although maybe the Challenger and Enterprise. If you commanded the Challenger, man, that'd feel weird. Walking between the two. Love it, though. Hee. I have one of those. Not autographed, though. I think everybody has them, or they should. Why didn't Troy deploy the landing gear? There is no landing gear on it. That's why. The Constitution class had landing gear, but the Enterprise D did not. It was too large. Fleet Pass has new glasses, Stuart. They look different. No, they are not new at all. These are actually quite old. I need to get new ones. I need to go for an eye exam. Cody Michaels, are they going to have Geordi's daughter at Con on the Enterprise? Probably. Wouldn't be surprised. Assuming we see the Enterprise. Bazar, be a nice way to bookend it all. Have Riker perform one last saucer join. There you go. Me no other. Troy just dragged the bottom on the ground. Yes, supposed to. Captain Casey Stewart, other than Constitution, Refit, and Galaxy class, Galaxy class is the best looking class of starship. Well, there you go. Fleet Pa put in Saucer Separation, episode part 1 and part 2. Those I'm really proud of, those 2 episodes, so go watch them. Terrence Childs, the best looking ship in Star Trek is the Nebula class. Paul Hitchcock says, Rob Burnett has hinted that we could see the last 2 episodes of Picard season 3 get a theatrical release. Thoughts? Yes, I feel like they will be very much movie quality, and the actual cinematic send-off to our TNG crew that we wanted and needed over these years. So yes, I think it would be very, very good quality as far as being cinematic enough to be released in theaters. So yes. A lot of planes, you just keep the wheels up on crash landing. Gear digging into land on water would just cause a tumble, yes. Dustin D, which Star Trek TNG book had the story about Starfleet wanted to do an experiment about a galaxy saucer, which was reinforced to be 10 times stronger, and the tow vessel was the star drive of the Enterprise D? I have no idea. Terrence Childs, true or false? Did the U.S. Enterprise sit out of the Dominion War? I believe that's true. And then they fucking did the same thing with the Enterprise in the Klingon War and Discovery for the same reasons. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently that was in a book. I don't know. Sean, those older technical manuals are a gem. Wishing that such in-depth works were still published as often as they used to be. Yes. Well, apparently there's going to be one about, well, according to Dave Blass, there might be one coming out about the Titans, so. Me no other. What if Riker shows up like he always does to save the day with Troy driving? Captain went whistle diesel. What? Me no other. Riker always shows up in his ship saving the day. Chris Tenorino. My fan fiction is Mark Twain, written down the adventures of Enterprise D, and Edith Keeler told Spock and Kirk the Federation still exists. That's the scout guy. It would be cool to see Geordi at the helm of the Enterprise D. Sort of end things the way they started. That would be cool. Jonathan, imagine being the crew that was sent in to recover the down saucer section. Not you guys again. Me no other. The Dominion did destroy a Galaxy class ship. Yes, the Odyssey, USS Odyssey. Peter Lukaku throws in 550 Canadian. Thank you so much. Hey, Captain, you working on any models lately? My hobby builds currently. Any hobby builds current or in hiatus? My Enterprise, my 350 scale Enterprise refit is 8 years in the making. Just, I don't want to fuck it up. Like I said, I will probably be doing a live build of my Enterprise E from Bandai this weekend, which you guys can tune into and talk to me, ask me questions while I'm building, hang out with me while I build, and you can see the process. Other than that, not really. I'll whip together a Bandai Star Wars model occasionally. The last one I did was I got the Boba Fett. Not his ship, not Slave One, because that's the name of it. But no, actual Boba Fett figure. That's the last one I did. Yeah, I got nothing really ongoing except for the refit, which is in a few different sub-assemblies, which are... Anyway, that's depressing. Thank you for depressing me. That's okay. Captain Casey Stewart. Captain, would you be upset that the Enterprise D saucer gets a new star drive section and is christened the Enterprise 1701G? Yeah, I think that'd be fucking incredibly stupid. Incredibly stupid. Could I see them doing it? I mean, maybe, but I think that's really stretching it for fan service. Don't do that. Sean, I'm glad that the series is a better send-off than the last 2 seasons. If they had ended Picard's story after seasons 1 or 2, I would have cried due to it shitting on the fan. Exactly, yeah. The Jem'Hadar hit and run, yes. Dustin D, why does the USS Titan Alpha look to be built with the saucer section, not able to do saucer separation? Because not all ships have saucer separation, that's why. And the Enterprise E doesn't look like it could do saucer separation, but it absolutely could. So just because it looks like something can't do something doesn't mean that something can't do something. That it's something that's something saucer separation. Persephone is here. It says, hello, everyone. Hello, Persephone. Me no other. Trekyards, you can always rename your Enterprise ship to the Enterprise K. Me no other. There are no looks for the Enterprises after the J. That's true. Donnie Pearson says Enterprise D saucer combined with a new secondary hull and rechristen the Enterprise G. I'm fine whether that happens or whether Titan A would be rechristened as Enterprise. Oh, fuck off. They're not going to rechristen the Titan A and call it the Enterprise G. That is fucking way more incredibly stupid than just making the new Galaxy class Enterprise D, the Enterprise G. I think the Titan is going to get effectively hobbled by the end of the season, and going to end the season in dry dock being repaired. I don't think the Titan's going to get destroyed by any means, but I think it's going to be time for a complete overhaul. It's not going to be renamed the Enterprise G. What the fuck, Donnie? I'm sorry, man. Oh, my third possibility, Enterprise G being a new starship of any class. I'm fine with that. 100% fine with that. Dustin D, if Star Trek Picard gets a season 4, then the ship should be named the USS Picard. They're not going to get a season 4, but I can see a USS Picard coming about for sure, based on the events of what might happen at the end of this season. So, just saying, that could be a thing. Olam Drab. I think they should stop trying so hard to stick legacy names on ships. Paul Hitchcock. What's the big Constitution type class model behind your Eagle Moss and X01 refit? What's the big Constitution type? Oh, that's downstairs. That is the USS Trekyards. Yeah, NCC 201410. Can't remember the registry on it. It's a fan-built ship. It's a fan design that was 3D printed for us, and it's got the year and the month that we started Trekyards as the registry number. And it is the USS Trekyards. It is a Kelvin-esque type ship, but fucking nice. It's got nice, the cells are spaced properly, they're sized properly, it looks great. So that's what that is. Cody Michaels says, I want a Mega Blocks refit Enterprise. That's the only way for me to build one. Yeah, they don't have one, but it'd be cool to have a refit for sure. Olive Drab, welcome back to the surface world, Persephone. Me No Other, the 25th century recycled starships. MK Dumas, 1981, Neo Galaxy class. Ooh, that's interesting. That'd be like the Ross class or from STO or something. Me No Other, I do want to see a Cerritos in live action, yes. Eternal Fall 44. Tomorrow they will announce a new TV show or just the trailer for Strange New World Season 2. I think we will get a trailer for the Season 2 for sure. And maybe a new trailer for Season 5 of Discovery. But Colin Barrett, I reckon the G will be a whole new ship that they will own rights to, so they have something to merchandise for prospective spin-offs. The Enterprise G unit. Andy Clinton, hopefully Worf burgles the Enterprise D and saves the day with Titan A and crew in trouble. Dan Bevan, expecting big things from Enterprise, from Episode 8, given last week caught us up with the backstory and was a bit slow, coupled with serialized Trek habits of big two-parter finales. I think a lot of questions will be answered now. Yes, I think we're going to move very quickly now. So, Dustin D, USS Titan Alpha second refit should also include more firepower and better defensive systems. Good T, Nice House says even better, rename the Titan A the Enterprise G and have Alf and Blanche from Golden Girls as captain and first officer. Jeesh, what are you smoking? Cody Michaels, I don't like the sound of Enterprise G. I don't know. At some point it's silly. Me No Other. What about the USS Titan B? No, fuck off. No. Although will the Titan get destroyed? Possibly. I don't know. Cody Michaels. I read that one. Paul Hitchcock. Would you like to see the USS Emmett Till or a ship of that class in live action? Thanks for all the info on the USS Trekyards. No problem. And yes, I would love to see the Emmett Till. I think that's a fantastically cool design. So yes. Slam Dunk DMC says, how are you, good sir? I am well. Peter the Coco 550. Stupid question. If Enterprise F is decommissioned during Frontier Day, wouldn't it make sense to commission a G? Yes. However, sometimes there's many, many years between Enterprises. Enterprise C got destroyed, and we didn't see the Enterprise D for about fucking 50 years. So not necessarily the case. With the decommissioning, sure. I'll buy that they might launch the Enterprise G at the same festivities. Absolutely. Yes. For destruction, yeah, it's kind of caught them off guard. It takes a few years. So. Slam Dunk says, just when I put the peace emoji up, you remember a TV series in the 80s called V? Absolutely. V for Victory. Me No Other. V, the miniseries. V, the final battle. V, the TV series. Yes. Slam Dunk. Man knows his shit. Yes, he does. Me No Other. Knows what's going on. The set of V reminds me of the TNG sets. Captain Casey Stewart. I can see it now. The new Enterprise G is a Neo Galaxy class with the D saucer section. Justin D. At least the 32nd Century Starfleet got a major systems upgrade or update. Right ships with lots of firepower and defensive systems, while still being able to do exploration and carrier diplomatic missions. Peter Lukaku steps over a line and says Enterprise G-Spot. I don't think it's over a line. I'm just kidding. That's funny. You know, there also V, the remake series. Oh, there's that too. Cody Michaels, hot take. Instead of A, B, C, D, E, F, G ships, name it something else. Although I know I'm crazy. You kind of are crazy. Me no other. Where's the bad gets gun? Where the bad gets one? What? Fleetpaw, 20 years between C and D. C was lost in 2344. D came about in 2364. 20 years. That's what I said. A lot of people, might have misheard me, had like something in their ear, heard me say 50 years. I obviously said 20. So thank you for confirming that, Fleetpaw. It's much appreciated. Sean says, then if they destroy the G during the festival, it'll be the H. Would feel like South Park. Oh my God, they destroyed the Enterprise. You bastards. Slam Dunk says, I prefer original V over the remake. Too much green screen. TNG and V had so much in common. Wonder who would win, Diana versus the Borg Queen. Borg Queen. I mean, Diana could definitely fucking eat a gerbil or a guinea pig. It's really bad effects. But I think the Borg Queen will win. Chris Tenorino, is the storage units of quads equal to quantum computing? A qubit or quantum bit is the basic unit of quantum information. Yes. Kit 10K, yo Cap, stepping in before work since I saw you were still on. How's things? Things are great. Good to see you, Kit. Thank you for joining us. Much appreciated. Me no other. Didn't the 32nd century ships have the right shields to survive leaving the galaxy? I don't know, did they? Dan Bevan, maybe if Titan gets destroyed, hope it doesn't, as part of the reconciliation, Picard gets Shaw, the Enterprise G, proper. I relieve you, sir. I stand relieved. Moment of Shaw in 7 and 9 series happens. That'd be kind of cool. But as Picard, I would tell him to go fuck himself because he's just a dipshit from Chicago. Just saying. Me no other. Discovery was the only ship to leave the galaxy. Of course it was. It wasn't, though. TOS, the Enterprise, started hurtling towards Andromeda and actually left our galaxy and was in the void between galaxies for a while. So, fuck you. Original Enterprise, first to leave our galaxy. Eric Epperling, are you running out of energy? I mean, kinda. I had that 2-hour mark. On a bit of a downward, but we'll see. Eric Martin, I wasn't following the last episode where they were speculating if the changeling were using Picard's body to fake a genetic scan, but Starfleet knows Picard is a synth, so how is that going to work? I don't know. Don't ask me. I just work here. Colin Barrett, well, if Troy crashed the starship on board Queen, he wasn't talking about Deanna Troy. He was talking about Diana from V against the Borg Queen. Robin's Man 1016. Come on, Enterprise D. Nothing would make me happier than to see them take on the Enterprise out one more last time. Yes, one last time. And they're going to possibly do that. I don't know. Dustin D. The destruction of the Enterprise C was a political matter at a time in between the Klingon and Federation, also internal Starfleet political problems about early incel. Whatever. Yes, absolutely. So yeah, it took a while politically to get things on a sure footing. So, Paul Hitchcock, are there any Star Trek arcs from TNG, DS9, or Voyager that you'd like to see in the 25th century Star Trek show go back to? A lot. I don't know what even. I want the Voth to return. I'd love to see the Voth come back for sure. There's so many. I don't even know where to start. I'd have to go by series and see what. I'd have to make a list. It's hard to answer, but yes, I want to see the Voth come back at least. As much as I love V, fucking V aside, so Locutus as Mr. Floaty head aboard program who lives non-corporeal needs to put. Well, that's interesting, but I don't think so. Me no other. They might make the ending of Picard be like Star Trek 6 with the crew heading to the second star. Yes, I'm sure they will. Dan Bevan says, didn't the Enterprise D leave our galaxy too? Traveler and his big brain warp. No, they went to the center of the galaxy. If I recall correctly. They went to the very center of the Milky Way galaxy, which is still pretty fucking far. And yeah, that's why it was so dense and the space was like blue and stuff, because it's like they went to the center of the galaxy, not a different galaxy. Enterprise G is the hero ship in a fan screenplay book called Star Trek Renaissance, captained by the former prisoner of the Dominion. Me no other. Enterprise D had the Traveler's help. It did, but it was still in our galaxy. Eric Epperling, Picard 3 did get back to how we remember TNG, but it is being stretched out too much. A little bit, starting to, yeah. Kit 10K, people seem to forget the Enterprise D also left the galaxy and passed through another before ending up on the far side of another. Oh, is that what happened? Okay. NCC 1701D for damn, she's sexy. Sean says, take the Enterprise out. Careful with the wording, Terry, or not. It's the new Trek universe. They break everything. Is there a story where the 1701 came from? Well, the Constitution, the USS Constitution was this NCC 1700, so it was the first sister ship built in the Constitution class line, so 1701. Kelsey Grammer is still alive. Would love to see him in a cameo as Bateson. Big fan of Frasier. Colin Barrett. Well, in that case, both the Borg Queen and Diana die, and Troy crash lands the ship on them. Colin, you win that argument, 100%. Cody Michaels. If they do bring back the D bridge, can they light it with more than 151? Yes, they'll light it properly. Trust me. Tony Pearson, my fourth possibility, Enterprise G being a Ross-class starship. That would be cool. I would like that, yes. Meanwhile, the Enterprise Z should leave the galaxy and D visit the Andromeda. The Great Barrier is like a donut surrounding the galaxy and the center. Olam Drab. According to these navigational readings, Captain, we are in a supermassive black hole. Fleetpaw, I kind of want to know what the rest of the Zindia are up to. Are the Soongs finally extinct, or will Brent Spiner find another unknown Soong to play? Cody Michaels, also, of course, they're going to do the signature on the starfield at the end, and some young fan is going to say they're ripping off Marvel. You know what? I never considered that, but you're fucking right. They're going to do the signatures. Nick T, how about an animated series following Pulaski, a spin-off of Prodigy? No. Dustin D, how many Starfleet orders and regulations did Captain Rachel Garrett break to go help Klingons at Narendra 3? Also, how much over the red line was the Enterprise C pushing high warp to reach Narendra 3? That's a good question. All very good questions. They were pushing it for sure. Andy Clinton, instead of Enterprise G, we could just go the freaking decimal system, Enterprise 1701.8. Slam Dunk says, how much did you love the HMS Bounty showing up in that Voyage Home theme in the new background? Shame, Section 31 took Voyager's armor and weapons would have been an ideal ship to steal. I thought it was great seeing the HMS Bounty with the JJ verse Fatha Raptors. Kelseyville Grammer was on the lower decks. Yeah, he was. He saved Captain Freeman. Olam Drab, at that point in Star Trek V, Sulu should have turned around and said, of course, by now you realize, Captain, you and Mr. Spock and Dr. McCoy are just wasted at Yosemite and drinking and dreaming. Paul Hitchcock. I think Metallis already said that they won't do that because of Avengers Endgame. Oh, really? Shit. Dan Bevan, I'd love to see something more of the Vidians. Generally such a compelling and interesting idea. Really feel for them too. Shame they had such a short stint in Voyager. MK Dumas. No, in Where No Man Has Gone Before, they left the galaxy and passed through two others, ending up on the far side of Triangulum, which they ended up with Picard referred to as the Outer Rim. Well, there you go. I so hope we get a Stealing the Enterprise D from Space Dock scene. Yes. Eric Epperling, I had a horrible thought. Will Picard die at the end of Picard Season 3? Possibly. I kind of thought the same thing. Will it happen? I don't know. Will they name a ship after him, the USS Picard, in honor of him? I don't know. Maybe. Although in Drab, we've encountered white rabbits before. Kit 10K. No answer really needed by Yacap, but I've always wondered, what would Starfleet do after the Enterprise Z is destroyed or retired? Enterprise NCC AA, the NCC 1701 AB. I've always wondered. I also have wondered this. They'd probably go to the NCC 17001. That'd be my guess. Peter the Caco, $22 Canadian. Shot. Are you skeptical about Starfleet Academy show? Yeah. Did you watch our live yesterday? Fuck yeah. Fucking 32nd century garbage. Yeah, I think they're going to fuck it up. I think it's already destined to fail. Alex Kurtzman is one of the two co-showrunners. And the other fucking showrunner is somebody that worked on like 3 shows, one of which is Nancy Drew for CW Network. Like, fuck off. Yeah, Starfleet Academy is going to be garbage, I think. But anyway, cheers. All right. You know, are the Voth the Solarians? Doctor Who is canon with the Enterprise D crew. I haven't Dr. Matt Picard. In comic book form, yes. I don't know enough about Doctor Who to talk about the Solarians, so. Sean says, I was upset that the Titan's cloak didn't sound like the TMP movies, but there were hints of the old cloak noise mixed within. Also, the DS9 mine cloaking didn't sound like normal cloaks, so size maybe? It sounded like it did in Star Trek 3, so. It could be size, yeah. War God 6 plus high warp pass red line till you have to let it cool down, then more red line. Yes. Maximum safe cruising and then emergency cruise, which is like limited to like 8 or 12 hours, something like that. An Andromeda TV series is set 1,000 years after Discovery, 32nd century. Chris Tenorino, how powerful is Wesley Crusher with his traveler power? I don't know. All I'm Drab says, cheers, Captain. Hello. Me no other. NCC Enterprise Alpha is after Z, like Generation Alpha. Is anyone born after 2010? Peter the Caco. By the time Starfleet needs to revive the alphabet for Starfleet ships, there won't be a Starfleet nor a need for ships, nor an alphabet. We'll be super advanced. Slam Dunk says, 32nd can kiss my Scottish arse. Sorry for the swearing, but fuck off. Actual bite my shite. Star Trek Legacy is the way to go. Yes. The sci-fi and fantasy cast. So, there's going to be an announcement tomorrow from Paramount about Star Trek. Not that I know of. Possibly. It's Star Trek Day. I would hope they would do something. So. Kit 10K, gotta head into work. Later, Cap. For your information, the ship I'm making for the Admiral is being 3D printed as we speak and should have, having him by next. Thank you so much. I'm sure she will love it. Thank you so much, Kit. Have a good day at work, sir. Colin Barrett, yep, 30 years waiting for Star Trek Starfleet Academy, and it turns out to be a disco spinoff. Sigh. Yeah. Dustin D, Starfleet power systems are different from Klingon power systems. Also, the USS Titan Alpha is many, many times larger and has more power than even the top of the line bird of prey. Bird of prey bounty is an MK or Mark 1 bird of prey. Yes, also known as a Burrell. Fleetpaw, is there any way to make the 32nd century appealing other than keeping Kurtzman far away from any creative input whatsoever? I mean, it's interesting. It's got a lot of potential, but yeah, it's just fucked by the people writing things. I think Andrew Picard will sacrifice himself and somehow consciousness will transfer into his dead human body, thus reversing the legacy that fans poke fun at. Yes, I believe you might be right about that. The cloak sounds like TNG cloak, not movies cloak sounds. Okay. Eric Martin, Wesley in last season just seemed very creepy to me and had a very fake smile. What did you think? He was literally pulled off the set of Ready Room and here, act. It's like, oh, take your glasses off. Oh, yeah, sorry. Hi, I'm Wesley Crusher. Yeah, it was kind of weird. I decided to rewatch Star Trek 3 after not seeing it for 10 years. Been so long. It's a great movie. I love Star Trek 3. M.K. Dumas, 1981. Andromeda is set in the 52nd century. It was rescued in Earth in 51-61. Peter Lukaku, $2.20 Canadian. Any word on Star Trek Resurgence? Yes, it's been pushed back to May now. I think it was May 22nd or something is the release date. Not boding well, but I'm still super excited to see the game. It's going to be great, I'm sure. Me no other. Wesley and TNG always acted like he did in season 2. Cody Michaels, are you saying Will Wheaton has a phony smile? I won't hear of it. Don't make me do my Wesley impersonation. Or sorry, not my Wesley impersonation. My Will Wheaton impersonation on the Ready Room. Hi guys, this has been such a fantastic episode of Star Trek. I was so excited by all the things that we saw, and this character did this thing, and it was amazing. Yeah, it fucking wasn't. How much are they paying you? And put down the crack pipe. Dan Bevan, maybe that's how Q is coming into season 3, if he even is. Picard dies and wakes up in a white void with Q going, congratulations, you're actually dead this time, and I'm not fixing it. That'd be great. I would love that. Andromeda was such an awesome and underrated sci-fi series. Dave Blast tweeted that it would be odd not to have some sort of Star Trek announcement on First Contact Day. Yeah, it would be. The Earth uniforms in Discovery look like Andromeda uniforms. Dustin D, what is Paramount going to do if it is very likely that Discovery-based Star Trek academies fail harder than Disco did? It's a definitely different demographic that they're going for. So the teenage kid kind of vibe, or the college-age kids demographic, I guess. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing necessarily with that. Let's see. We want a Captain series. Archer, Janeway, Sisko don't know about Kirk. Sorry, Shatner. Maybe Strange New Worlds Kirk. And a Star Trek Legacy. We don't mix it up with the game. Although the game was amazing. It's time to play the game. And the spore drive looks like the slipstream. Colin Barrett says, having Starfleet be inspired by the USS Discovery to return to a more traditional design format would go a long way to fixing the 32nd century. Hypno Amber, I could go for some short seasons with each captain. They're still alive. Might be some fun. I agree. Paul Hitchcock, how many fingers am I holding up? That's not very damn funny. Your sense of humor has returned. The hell it has. What's that? Lexerin. Lexerin, what for? You're suffering from a Vulcan mind meld, Doctor. That green-blooded son of a bitch. It's his revenge for all those arguments he lost. Anyway. Me no other. Plus, the computers become alive and get holograms. Translation. Star Trek Discovery is an Andromeda prequel. Slam Dunk says, I love it. Fucking straight to the point, as we say in Scotland. Enough of your shite. Wake up, you stupid prick. I love you, Captain. Thank you. And we don't say shite here, we say shit. Fuck him. Peter Kako, Will Wheaton was a better character as himself on Big Bang Theory than he was as Wesley Crusher. Dustin D, why was a TV series on the Enterprise B with Captain John Harriman as the ship's captain was never made? Why was a TV series, on the Enterprise B with Harriman never made? I don't know. They weren't looking to start a new Star Trek series at that point, I guess. Fleet Paw throws in $2. If Starfleet Academy fails, fire Kurtzman, please. Chris Tenorino, I want a Wesley Crusher to appear in Discovery. Cody Michaels, I never minded Wesley. I was a kid and looked up to him. Wish I was on the bridge with him on the bridge. Will Wheaton bugs the living shit out of me. You know, whether, as Doctor Who says, the 10th Doctor Andromeda fits with the second great human empire. Captain Casey Stewart, to be honest, Will Wheaton is annoying on Ready Room. Say everything is perfect about the new Trek and it's better than older. Yes, I know. Everything's fucking great. Everybody's awesome. Peter Lukaku throws in $22. Thank you so much. That's another shot. Can you use PSVR 2 for Bridge Crew now? No. Some games, some of the PS4 VR games have upgrades, like Swordsman VR. There's a PS5 upgrade or PSVR 2 upgrade. Breach Crew is not one of those. You can only play that on the PS4, and there's no upgrade for it yet, so no. It would be great, but no. Colin Barrett, why wait for Starfleet Academy to fail? Just fire Kurtzman and give Terry Metalis the job. Donnie's down for more Terry Trek, more than Kurtz Trek. Dan Bevan, honestly, wouldn't it put it past that Kurtzman and his bunch of cronies to have deliberately only released so little, nothing, LOL, so that they can retract the idea in case of inevitable... Yep. MK Dumas, the Enterprise B series airs on Tuesdays. Always next Tuesday, though. Cody Michaels, Will Wheaton bugs me like Marina bugs Stewart. I don't know. She bugs me quite a bit, so. Sean, DS9 sequel series. Shame that Avery hasn't had the best run of it, but if he became a thing, having Ezri or Jake as the main character to follow would be cool. I agree, 100%. Good tea, nice house. Has there been an inquiry class sighting in Picard Season 3? There are a few of them coming up for Frontier Day. You see one or two of them in the background. But yes, they are there. Just we haven't seen them yet. I vote for more Deep Space Nine. Slam Dunk says, I know it'll never happen, but I'd love the Voyager A as the Veves class. Such a beautiful ship. You should do a Trekyards on the Veves A class. I'd have to look that up. I'm not sure what that is. Sean, yeah, but Wesley made me empathize with Picard's no children policy. Paul Hitchcock, while I'm not the biggest Voyager fan, I think the fans and the actors deserve to have at least a one-season series that catches up with the crew. I don't disagree. Whether Wesley was modeled after Gene Roddenberry, though Gene was upset that people didn't like Wesley and think they hated him. Tim T says your mic is really low. Nobody else has complained, so. Colin Barrett, I actually have a lot more time for Will Wheaton after hearing his family background. Yeah, that's the thing, and his struggle with mental illness and stuff, so yeah, I hear you on that one. Chris Tenorino, Samuel Jackson must play Ben Sisko on the JJ-verse. Peter Lukaku, $5.50. Any more anticipated cameos you're expecting for Picard Season 3? Always the Doctor, and always Bashir. I could welcome him back anytime. Fleet Palace says Will Wheaton is like the super obnoxious fanboy who went off his anxiety and ADHD meds and is currently in the middle of both a nervous breakdown and needing to piss himself with excitement. Wow. Jonathan Earl, I've read comments online. Lots of people are thinking that the talking changeling head is actually future guy of Star Trek Enterprise and Locutus. Picard was possessed, not assimilated. Interesting. I find that Locutus entity thing interesting. Tying it into Future Guy is also interesting. We never got an answer for who the fuck Future Guy was. So, yes, that would be fantastic. Let's do that. Slam Dunk says, sending you an email on the Vivacity class. Thank you. Paul Hitchcock, I have had it with these motherfucking breweries and these motherfucking ships. Thoughts on the USS Intrepid? I fucking love that design. That is a fantastic design. As I said, based on Bill Krause's US or Hornet design, Hornet class, the USS Wasp. It is a beautiful design. I love it. I think the Intrepid class is glorious. We're going to have one in our fleet. Our fleet, the Trekyards fleet, at the end of these videos, we've got a lot of ships. We are adding at least one Intrepid class. It's not the Intrepid class, it's the Duderstad class. We're adding at least one of them to the fleet that somebody can command. So I love it, though. Jonathan, I think it's a fantastic design. MK Dumas, denobulins are quite long-lived. Bring back Flux. Yes. Me no other. Why did Archer jump mouth of Future Guy's time portal? Is an Archer Future Guy? Well, that was one of the plans. It was never, no. Archer was originally going to be Future Guy, then they changed their mind. That's indeed the guy playing the new Uncle Phil in the Bel Air series based off the French Prince of Bel Air. Okay. Peter Lukaku, I want to be on the Intrepid. Can you pull some strings? See what I can do. Cody Michaels, the Intrepid was dope as fuck. Tim T, I know Avery Brooks has somewhat lost his mind, but if the big bad is Gul Dukat, it could make sense that Cisco comes back from the Prophets. It ties into Legacy's Trek that he meets his 20-year-old son. Yes, please fucking come back from the store. You went to buy cigarettes and milk and never came back. Bastard. Me no other. I mean, Archer went from 30th century and jumped out of the bad guy's portal. Oh, yes. I don't remember what happened, though. Sorry, I'm kind of rusty on my Enterprise sometimes. Colin Barrett, I love the Duderstad class. Ben Robinson needs to hurry up with getting the ship collection back in production. Yes. Future Guy is Wesley. Chris Tenorino, I want Starfleet to find Iconian Gateway on Area 51. Hypno Amber. The Intrepid is my favorite on my favorite list now. It was beautiful. It is a fantastic design. It is phenomenal. Slam Dunk says, Sent. Hope you like the ship. I take my hat off to the designer of the Vivacity class. Let's see here. I don't know if I have this set up for that. Oh, yeah, there it is right there. Son of a here. There we go. All right, so I'll share this with you guys. There it is there. So thank you. Okay, what the fuck, yo? There we go. Thank you, Slam Dunk. There it is. I mean, that'd be cool for a Voyager A class. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I like that design. Yep. I'm right there with you on that one. I say yes, so you don't have to. Every book doesn't need to appear. They have CGI and deepfake videos. This is true, but Mr. Steffred, any thoughts on if Jack is a Pa-Wraith? I don't really think he is. That's the case, but I keep hearing people talk about. I don't think it is. I mean, they tie the eyes together, sure, and there could be some kind of element to that. I don't think so, though. I think it's something else. But me personally, I don't think so. Dustin D, I like the fleet. Museum ships, especially the New Jersey and the Enterprise A, the Defiant, the Bounty, and especially Voyager looks sharp in HD. Is Archer's Beagle okay? Hypnosis Toad is the big bad, or Nibbler. Dustin D, the guy playing new Uncle Phil should play recast Ben Sisko. Oh, okay, gotcha. Tim T, could Voyager's Borg tech be hiding in Hangar 12? They mowed the shit out of the Titan and kicked the shit out of the Shrike. No, it'll be the Enterprise D in Bay 12, Hangar 12. Could Danny Glover have pulled off starring as Captain Sisko? I don't think so. Peter Lukaku, Wagyu steak head in Picard is actually Wilson from Castaway because he's pissed for being abandoned. That'd be a twist. Star Trek Nemesis is my favorite Trek movie. Lucky Central, there you go. Dan Bevan, as much as I love the Sisko return in Picard, it's the TNG love letter. Can't help but feel a Sisko appearance would be with a heavy Dominion war plot. Already, it would be a tad disrespectful and overshadowing. I agree, 100%. Jonathan Riddle, I still prefer the new Stargazer over the Intrepid, but both nice looking ships. Olam Drab, I've been suspecting power raids for a long while now, but nothing really supporting that idea since. Colin Barrett, I noticed the presence of Kronos 1 at the Fleet Museum directly behind the Enterprise A. It gets very few mentions. We had a video out about it. We talked about it exclusively. A lot of people don't understand why a Starfleet museum would have Kronos 1. It's pretty fucking obvious. It established the peace treaty between the two factions. It could be a traveling exhibit. It could be gifted to them by the Klingon Empire as a show of, whatever, peace, support, I don't know. It makes sense that it's there. Museum exhibits travel quite a bit, and it could just be, it's making the rounds, so. The only thing about the 25th century design is in the Salva, and that all the ships look sexy as fuck. Me no other, it's disrespectful to steal DS9 plot points to have any DS9 characters. Slam dunk. I think Voyager's tech will only be used if the threat from the Borg or Federation affiliate is invaded by the Borg, since the armor and transphasic torpedoes are designed against the Borg. You never know. The sci-fi and fantasy cast. 709's implants will activate on the bridge of the Titan and she'll kick ass. DS9 never got a movie though, and Janeway only cameoed in Nemesis. Picard Season 3 is a Star Trek Legacy show. Fleetpaw shared the Kronos 1 video. Thank you, Fleetpaw. Tim T. Kirk stole that ship. Finders Keepers. Cody Michaels. Nothing is going to overshadow the TNG crew. I fully disagree with that notion. Even Shatner, I believe they are loved enough that the show will have been so good that nothing would do that. I kind of disagree, though. If you're doing a proper send-off to the TNG crew, you don't want to bring in Shatner. You don't want to bring in Sisko. Mention them, sure, but not bring them in. Yeah, I like the idea of Kronos 1 over the Starfleet. Got that. Klingons got a Connie refit exchange of best technology of the era to show a seriousness about peace. Sure. Fleetpaw says they do, Paul. Look out of the place to me, though. They do, Paul. They look out of place to me, though. Oh, then it sells. Gotcha. Peter Lukaku, 550. Curtain Call is going to be the Enterprise D as the hero, just as the Tomcat was in Top Gun Maverick. Yes. That's exactly right. No problem, Slam Dunk. Thank you for sending it. Casey Stewart, the Intrepid is the least good looking ship in Picard, with the best being the Constitution 3 class and the Excelsior 2 being... Who fucking said that? Casey Stewart. Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to that. I'll just move along. Sean, since Kronos was a gift, can't see why the Klingons would have removed it. Since the bounty was a war prize, can't see why they keep it cloaked. Keep its cloak. Oh. Different times, man. They fucking finally fished that thing out of the bay, which is funny because it cloaked. That's hilarious. They would have kept it for years because there still would have been at war, so they would have reverse engineered it. They would have whatever, and they didn't have to return it. And then after the fact that the HMS Bounty is responsible for saving Earth, saving mankind, saving the Federation. It went back in time, for God's sakes, and repopulated the Earth with humpback whales. I mean, it's a pretty important piece for the Federation. So they would make some kind of special dispensation with the Klingons to be like, can we keep this shit? Because it's kind of important to us. The cloak, it's sticky grounds, but yeah. Why did Paramount never hire Tom Cruise to be in Star Trek? I don't know. Want me to ban him, Stuart? No, it wasn't that stupid of a thing to say. I mean, I've never heard a more wrong statement in my life, but everybody's entitled to their opinions, so. Save some Andorian brandy for after tomorrow's Paramount announcement. Just exactly, yes. Cody Michaels. It feels like Shatner has been adopted by the TNG crew with his appearance with him at conventions and such. Wouldn't bug me to see him. Captain Casey Stewart. The Wasp looks better than the Intrepid. Yeah, well, 100% yes. I totally agree with that. However, the Intrepid still looks sexy as fuck. Haha, dude, you sure you'd be handled a night out in Scotland? Cockings, hey, Slam Dunk, you got Foley? Slam Dunk, yeah, I'm just carrying him now. Bring on the formula now. Dude, I'm fucking Irish. Foley, man. Half Irish, half German. I can drink. Don't worry about me. Sam can't drink. That's a fact. We won't get into those stories, though. Maybe we should. I don't know. Voodoo Lounge, Vegas, 2019. Up on the rooftop patio with Rod Roddenberry, Vic Mignogna, Chris Doohan, and quite a few other people having drinks. Talking to Holly Amos as well. All having drinks. Put it this way, Samuel, this was on Thursday night. Samuel spent all of Friday in bed being hungover. He blamed it on jet lag, but he was fucking hungover. I was wandering around the floor, meeting people, talking to people, doing my Star Trek convention thing. Samuel was up in the room all fucking day. So, yeah. I'm just gonna... Peter the Caco puts in $2.20. Squadron Course usually chimes in now. Paul Hitchcock, they worked on Mission Impossible 3 together. I always thought it would have been interesting if JJ had been able to bring in Cruise to play Pike and fuck JJ and fuck off. JJ's an idiot. Dan Bevan, how about this for a Lost Era spin-off? 7 seasons following the crew's ambitious search for the HMS Bounty. Wonder where General Grievous is tonight? That's a good question. Cody Michaels, I've said some stupid stuff too. It's all good. Yeah, we've all said stupid shit. Colin Barrett, of course, now we must forever wonder why Picard asked the Klingons for a cloak ship when he could have just borrowed the HMS Bounty from the museum. Well, because it's a fucking museum piece, man. You're not gonna go, that's not gonna be your first thought to go to when you just get a fucking, plus you have to go all the way back to Athos Prime, whatever the fuck it is. And to get it, whereas you could just call, yeah, there's not even a question. Mon, the Scottish Mon, the Irish Mon, poor Cockings, I think we'd be carrying, we fucking would be carrying him. He'd be planted, for sure. Mr. Stefford, I am of the unpopular opinion that the Intrepid was ugly as fuck, to be honest. That's fine. I mean, everybody's entitled to be wrong once or twice in a lifetime, so it's fine. I think it's fucking beautiful. Fleet Pa says, I think he'd be carrying Samuel Slam Dunk. Sorry, but he's a lightweight. Captain Casey Stewart. The Constitution refit is still the best looking ship in Trek. Dustin D. Kirk and Picard both have 2 or more copies of the real one. The Nexus person and the for Picard Locutus. Ooh, there you go. That's true. William Drab, that's right, Captain. We're like distant cousins that way. Me no other. Paul Wesley could play a Kirk clone instead of Shatner. That's true. Picard also has a golem. Me no other. Paul Wesley did play Kirk in Stranger Worlds, yes. Peter Lukaku, 550. Didn't you guys have footage of that Vegas incident with Sam? Yep, it's in my captain's log. There's footage on the rooftop of the rooftop events. There's footage of myself and Samuel sitting with Vic Mignogna talking to him. I'm also talking to Holly. She was a major part of Trekyards in the early years when we first started. John Van Sitters had her watching like a lot of our content to make sure that we weren't violating copyright. So she was quite familiar with Trekyards. It was nice to sit down and talk with her and find out exactly what was happening in that regard. That's a whole other story. But yes, there is footage in the Captain Foley personal log of the Vegas trip in 2009. So some more rooftop footage. Yep. I remember Sam was wasted. Yeah. And then he was in bed the whole next day because of jet lag mixed with being hungover. Anyway. Picard's son loved the Enterprise. Sam Kirk is his mustache powered. Cody Michaels, I think it would be funnier to see Sam baked rather than drunk. He would never do drugs, though. He was like me at that age. In my late 20s, I was so anti-drugs, anti-smoking, all that shit. I didn't like ever touch anything until I was like 34. And then, yeah, even then, I can't do weed very well. I get very paranoid on weed. Did smoke cigars for a little while, and then did vapes for a little while. Haven't done vapes for like good 2 months now. He's very anti-drug. He's very anti-tobacco and smoking. He's very straight edge. Like, I can't say straight edge because straight edge is not drinking. He does drink occasionally too, and sometimes he does get drunk for reals. So, but yeah, good luck ever having him touch a joint. Cockings just doesn't know how the Celtic Empire handles their drink. Klingon drinking songs included. Paul Hitchcock, JJ Trek isn't great, but if you look past the scaling, the supernova, and the brewery set, you know, never mind. I was wondering where that was going. Cody Michaels, get Commander Cockings a brownie. Yes, that'd be funny. My first time ever doing weed, because I never smoked anything and I didn't want to smoke anything. First time doing weed was a brownie. Now, my ex made this pan of brownies. And she wasn't really a weed smoker or a weed partaker of either. So we made this pan of brownies. I had a brownie, and after like half an hour, I didn't feel anything. So I had another brownie. It was really good brownie. So I had another brownie. Regardless, I had half the pan. And 4 hours later, I was sitting on the toilet, dying. And I would do anything. I was praying to God. I would do anything to just make it stop. I didn't feel well. But I had fucking half a pan of weed brownies because I'm an idiot and didn't realize that it took a long time for when you ingest it for it to kick in. And I have a slow metabolism. Any kind of medication I take that takes normal people half an hour to react to, it takes me like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I didn't really know that at the time. So anyway, all these brownies started kicking in, boom, 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 boom. And just like, oh, yeah, I was not good. There you go. There's the story of my first weed experience. And I was like 32 at the time. Anyway. Was it like the Hangover movies? I've never watched the Hangover movies. I'm gonna be honest. Peter Lukaku throws in $11 Canadian. What are your predictions of Strange New Worlds Season 2 direction and story arcs? I don't know. I just hope they continue with the episodic stories. We're going to see Paul Wesley. We're going to see more Captain Kirk. I hope he actually feels like Captain Kirk because he fucking certainly did in Season 1. And Yeah, I don't know. I just want them to maintain that good storytelling that they've been doing. I don't have any predictions. Dustin D, I would have liked to see Picard tour of a side of the ship in the Fleet Museum. Yes, I would too. We haven't seen the last of the Fleet Museum. We're going to go back there for sure. So I don't know how much more we're going to see, but at least it's been laid out for us what it looks like, so we can kind of now speculate or see like lower decks visited or something, right? So War God 6, I'm straight edge. I don't smoke, vape, drink, or do any drugs at all. Well, there you go. You know, other. Will AI be used to write and make stories people like on streaming site? Probably. AI will do a lot of things. Cody Michaels, hey, I've been sober 14 months. I respect that. I respect you as well, sir. Lucky Cantrell 13 says Star Trek the motion picture is pretty amazing when you are on shrooms. Yes. I've done shrooms a few times. Me and Sylvia have done shrooms on lives. The last live we did right before Christmas, we were on shrooms. We did an isolation hangout in 2020 where we played Mortal Kombat. We were on shrooms. It's fucking brilliant. It's fucking hilarious. On the Captain Foley personal channel is the footage of just us. And on the Trekyards main channel is the gameplay footage that's on the screen. So there's actually 2 streams of it. And that's where Ozzy, if he's still here, Ozzy likes to say skeleton hands. That's where that came from, because Sylvia we're playing Mortal Kombat, and the one guy, the necromancer, has like skeletal hands. She's like, I'll smack you with my skeleton hands. Skeleton hands. It's fucking hilarious. It's great. So yes, shrooms are a different story. Even though shrooms, I also get paranoid, and I think I'm a very bad person whenever I'm doing any kind of drug. I just look at all my decisions and life choices and think I'm a bad, awful person, and I shouldn't exist. So it's not really great that I do drugs. So I don't do drugs very often. Let's put it that way. Oh, and Drab, like we used to sing the Minor Threat song. I got the straight edge. Hick, I got the never mind. Slam Dunk says, seeing him high would be hilarious. Imagine him on the Trek cruise. Cockings, Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain? Because it's there. Lots of people have done that with brownies before. I know. Captain Casey Stewart, if anyone is straight edge, it's me. I don't touch anything, drugs, tobacco, or alcohol, but not against anyone doing whatever they want. Yeah, I used to be very anti-tobacco, very anti-smoking, anti-drug. I was a real fucking winner. I've chilled out since then. I was of the impression that every 50th cigarette that comes out of a fucking tobacco factory, every 50th cigarette should be lethally laced with cyanide. So you don't know what pack it's in. You just fucking take in your chances. You're gonna fucking die one day from a cigarette. That was my take on smokers. That's how bad it was. I chilled out a lot since then. I'm just saying. And Samuel's still at that spot where it's like, oh no, drugs, weed. And I'm like, dude, I was the same way at your age. You'll chill out, you'll relax, once you get older, you'll be cool with it. Sylvia smokes weed like every day because it helps her with her pain, right, after work and stuff. So she smokes weed constantly. So it's always around. I hate the smell of it, but she does like the little vape pens, and I'll do gummies. I'll do like not THC but the CBD for my back pain and stuff. I'll do the CBD gummies, but THC is not very good for me. So anyway. Paramount Plus might add AI so that the filter goes over Discovery and Strange New Worlds and look like TOS in style, and also used to write the animate stories in live action. That'd be great. Peter Lukaku, good idea. Get the Trekyards senior crew to go out on a cruise one year. Yes. Fleetpaw, I wouldn't mind trying any of that stuff at one point. I'm currently unable to due to my job, but I wonder what shrooms would be. Shrooms are great. Shrooms are fun. Why can't the old Star Trek crew the transporters to make them look any age they want? That'd be cheating. Picard did de-age once, yes. Why aren't captains regenerating and being captains forever? Dan Bevan, next bit involving the museum will probably be a visit to Inside of Space Dock. If I had to take a guess, yes. Hangar 12. Cody Michaels, when I took shrooms, I was on my own cartoon world laughing. Can't imagine watching or playing anything. I have to be focused. I have to be doing something or watching something, because if I start to get into my own head, it gets really bad. So, who created the next synergy ribbon? Species 10C? Yeah, that sounds like a buzzkill, Stuart. What does? What sounds like a buzzkill, Cody? Chris Tenorino, I want a live-action movie of Jetsons cartoon in the Star Trek universe. Olam Drab, shrooms were pretty okay, but I realized I was on the side of spinning planets. And my side of a spinning planet, I was hanging on really hard to the grass, the soccer field for a while. Holy shit. That's fucking great. Just imagine the Earth is flat and you'll be fine. Fleet Paw, the Trekyards footage of Mortal Kombat, the shrooms. Oh, thank you, Fleet Paw, for sharing that. The Captain Foley personal channel stuff is better. It's a better stream in my opinion, but whatever. At least you can't see what's going on in the game, but it's much better. I don't know if you can find it though. It's kind of hard. I even have trouble finding it with my key with the tags I put in it. So, Cody Michaels, I smoked weed constantly from age 15 to 37. Wow. Me no other. So your co-star is Mr. MK. Drugs are bad. MK. Yes, he is. War God 6. I never started smoking cigarettes because I figured you suffocate from smoke inhalation in a fire. But yeah, let's smoke a cigarette. Yeah. I'll still have the occasional cigar every once in a while, but you know. Good Tea Nice House. I don't smoke weed anymore, and I haven't had an STD flare-up since season 4. Badoom-ch. Dustin D. I do want to see more of Prodigy fake Starfleet called Starflight. Fleet Paw says, geez, good, geez, good Tea Nice House. That's not nice. Colin Barrett, last time I made brownies, my elderly dogs stole at least half of them and for days kept falling on the couch. My dad thought they were in there. Yeah, I decided not to mix the brownie. Funny story. We had 2 weed cookies, 2 peanut butter weed cookies in a plastic Ziploc baggie. It was on my end table of the bed. This was years ago when we had our old dog, which is a puggle, part pug, part beagle. Her name was Sally. We came home. We had left for a little while. Came home, and she was like fucking drooling all over herself. She was like not walking straight. I thought she was fucking dying. I really thought she was dying. Sylvia thought she was dying. Sylvia was holding her on the couch, like comforting her or whatever. I went downstairs, like I was really concerned. Thought we had to contact the vet. I said, get the number for the vet. I'm going to be right back upstairs. So I went downstairs, did what I had to do, found the little corner of the fucking Ziploc baggie on the bed. Came upstairs and said, put down the phone. I know what happened. Put down the phone. She got into the weed cookies. So yeah, she's fucking drooling on herself. She can't stand on the linoleum floor. She's like, her legs are like splaying out, and she's like, and she used to be really good at like really good at catching like popcorn, right? You throw popcorn and she'd catch it. So we had her on the bed like later that night. She was starting to feel a little bit better, but she was still out of it a little bit. And tossed a piece of popcorn at her, and she'd usually like grab it right out of the air, right? Tossed it at her. It like bounced off her nose, hit the bed, and then she like boom, dove into the bed to get it. Like she was trying to grab it out of the air. It was fucking hilarious. Scary as fuck at first when we didn't know what was wrong with her. But my God. I think everybody needs at least one of those stories. But yeah. Olam Drab, we were deliberately making ourselves dizzy, but hey, punk rock. Peter the Caco, yeah, I remember weed used to give anxiety because I got stuck on the dame. Thought I couldn't shake it, but damn, fruit tasted so good. Yeah. Try Saxon mushrooms, I'm just saying. Good Tea Nice House. Laughing my ass off. It was too easy. I couldn't resist. The Sci-Fi and Fantasy Cast. Powering down for the night. All right. See you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Cody Michaels. By the way, this always happens when we talk about drugs on lives. Sci-Fi and Fantasy Cast. Chat later. See you at Wonderfest. Ooh, see you at Wonderfest. I have no idea who you are, so it'll be a surprise. He'll come, hey, Captain Foley, and I'll be like, hey, nice to meet you. And you'll be like, I'm Sci-Fi and Fantasy Cast, and I will not remember at that point. I'll be like, Sci-Fi and Fantasy Cast. Hi. But anyway. Dress your pug in a suit like Frank the Pug. Slam dunk. I love it how we're talking about drugs now. Cockings, you're in for it, buddy. Foley, hey, Commander, fancy taking that trip to Scotland? Cockings, no. Slam dunk is there. Slam dunk. Let's get fucked. That's a great way to leave this. I'm going to end the live, though, guys. It's been like 2.5 hours. Longer, actually. I really appreciate you guys. You guys are fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. We didn't do a live earlier today, and I felt a little guilty about that. So that's why I was on here live tonight. Thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for watching. Thank you for everyone that super chatted. You guys are fantastic. 61 of you here right now. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you click the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of our content. Head on over to the Captain Foley personal channel so you don't miss any Captain Foley personal stuff. And hit the like button. But Fleet Paw, share the Captain Foley personal channel again. I want more subscribers over there. If you're not subscribed, I command you right now to go do so. Go do so. But anyway, I'm going to call it there. And thank you so much, guys. Have yourselves a great night, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody. It's Captain Foley signing off.